And we're live.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Not Markiplier.
Oh, boy.
Aww. That's my boy.
No Markiplier. Markiplier wouldn't want to hang out with this group, to be quite fair.
I want to spend I want to burn a fate point to add Markiplier to our crew now. He got a... he's permanently comatose because of the bite of 87.
He's been filming a Heist Markiplier 2 on Blackstone.
I am missing all of this lore because I don't actually watch his videos. I just know him from memes.
Oh boy.
Is that the bite of 87?
Oh boy.
Guys.
You
know what?
I just had to show Kyle the quickest.
My brain just cheesed out.
He tried to correct his grammar, but there's not.
Need a minute, your.
All I need is the asterisk.
No, wait, I have the perfect counter to this. I need to find it. I need to find it before the joke is gone. God damn it.
You son of a bitch, I'm actually crying now. My brain just cheesed.
There you go.
Truth, you son of a bitch, if you don't name this episode you're fucking... You're fucking a dead man. Alright, you just...
I would rather not fuck a dead man. That is called necrophilia.
My brain just...
show this to the world.
I had a stroke. Just my brain just stopped halfway.
Oh god.
No. I think I need to take today's session off. Holy shit. Poor Zach. He has no idea what's going on.
Fucking dad. The video, fuck you.
Oh my god, I was actually about to throw up. Holy shit.
Yeah, our GM is fucking absent for all of this, and that is the best part. Yet another in-joke amongst only the players.
There we go, yeah, Colin. We have our, Zach, what the fuck have you done for this game?
Wait a minute. You're...
I gotta take Malika's advice and calm the fuck down.
I'm just screenshotting this, posting it on Twitter, and naming it peak fucking comedy.
Fuck you, I'm doing that for. I'm laughing.
You motherfuckers.
It's not...
Alright, time to post this on Twitter, boys.
Does it need its aspects at the beginning and the end of it to make it like sideways, or is it just the fucking your? Is that what makes it good?
If it had the asterisk, it would be perfect.
I can't do it though because then it will say you're edited.
Yeah.
It's...
Just add it in post.
You're right. Ah, fuck. Wait, yeah, no, I'm gonna Photoshop this. Hold on.
You're
away.
Give me 1 second. Gotta screenshot this.
Oh boy.
Save images. God. Yeah, no, everybody, welcome to Rogue Trader.
Hello, welcome to Rogue Trader. It's been about 10 minutes since we were supposed to start, but instead we've been laughing at dumb shit in the fucking Discord that you guys can't even see.
I am your astropath, Maluki Laborian. Here we have the wonderful Rogue Trader, Holtz. Here we have Gizmek. Fucking... Oh shit, I'm fucking dying.
Oh god.
Oi, I need a minute.
Emperor
you,
protect.
you got time, don't worry.
That was your cue! Fucking hell! People not even picking up on this shit. Yeah, this is what we've been laughing about for like the past 10 minutes, you motherfuckers.
Need a minute. Yo.
Your.
I just love how deep fried that picture is too.
Rio.
Euro.
Yo.
This is peak comedy, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
Oh boy.
Also,
He has evolved to its peak.
I
You may
love
not like it, but this is what. Sorry.
I love how I still have to have a fucking Gizmek behind the video, behind everything else in order for things to fit on the screen, because if I put him in front, he would block too much of the game screen.
Yeah.
He's just a big boy, dude.
He's your big boy! That's my boy!
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to spend the rest of this waiting for Zach to perfect my voice for Grismo, the Gretchen, who I'm going to be playing for basically all of this session.
Dude, I love that. This
Yeah.
I was fearing today's session for Malachi's life, but now I'm fucking but I'm walking into death open armed.
Yep.
I swear, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna overhear some conversation from like some pirates, and you're going to just like interrupt them and say "your" and then vanish again.
No, Malachi, or the governor's going to catch him, like put a bolt or a pistol to his head. He's going to go ahead and say any last words, and then Malachi says "your."
Your.
That's
Yo, no, your trigger word isn't fucking. Your trigger word isn't fucking.
On my own ship, it's the trigger
Pineapple.
word is
It isn't pineapple. It's just your.
Your.
But you're like, if you were to caption the scene, you would be able to like hear the word normally, but you would see it spelled horribly and deep fried.
Your is going to be what we are going to tell people right before we execute them.
Every time you say it, you need to like swallow your mic and like deep fry it. Like.
You mean like? Hold on.
Oh no.
Your.
Yes. Oh boy.
Your.
Like, every time that comes up, like, where are the other drugs going?
Your. Now I just imagine holes being in a fucking putting some fire in the fucking about to launch them into space and be like, no, what are you doing? Your.
No, I get it. That's Micah or Malachi's psychic scream.
It's like that. Did you know Steve Jobs died of ligma? It's that sound effect. Ligma balls. Boom.
Your. Boom.
I
Love it.
hate having to set up like new fucking voice mods because you have to listen to yourself and you can't fucking speak when you can hear yourself. You're just always interrupting yourself.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Malachi is going to go
awful.
ahead. Now that's the command phrase he put on the rest of the PCs, which just says "your." Fucking. Well, I don't know what type of command would be there, but fucking.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to figure out whether or not our GM will get back anytime soon. Stay tuned.
Boy. Malka is just going to fucking install a kill word in all of his crew and it's going to be your.
Either that, or he's going to have a command word where whenever he says something, like a specific command phrase, everybody in the party turns and turns at the enemy or whatever and just says "your."
Oh boy.
I need to catch myself. I need to catch myself. This is too much.
It is.
Catch yourself! Where did you fall off? Ha
Oh, Trisky, Trisky, do the circle of value or the circus of value.
Welcome to the circus of value!
Yes, he did it. He said the line. Stay tuned. Heck no.
Come again!
Oh no.
Fucking love
Something.
voice mods for dumb shit.
I just have a Space Marine one, and that's about it.
Yo. Sound effect. God damn it.
I feel like I'm killing him inside.
From laughing so much.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to go take a nap.
Hey! Can you hear me down here?
No.
You're!
No, you.
Ah, my nose. No. Oh, stop.
Okay, I'm here.
He's finally fucking here! It's been 16 minutes. Alright, let's go.
Colin left.
What? Oh, god damn it.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Our
and then we don't
timing
need
is fantastic.
100%.
Colin sucks anyway. We don't need him.
Zach, you missed it. You fucking missed the second coming of Zach. What the fuck have you done? You 100% missed it. Literally. Just need a minute. You're.
And we all fucking laugh for like
Little
5
Zach,
minutes.
you understand the joke. Find out next time.
Trisky is tired of the joke already, but for Collins and fucking Marius and I, it's just.
It didn't hit me as hard as you guys it did for you immediately. Like they were fucking like dying, laughing, like physical pain from overexertion. I was just like, what the fuck?
It was fucking great.
God damn it.
It
Alright.
was.
Let's move on without Colin and try and get some people calmed.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Without Colin. Without Colin.
Shut up, I need to make an announcement. You all get 1 advanced medkit in your inventory.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
yeah, Chief.
Alright, cool.
I like medkits. Medkits are good.
Medkits are nice. Alright, cool. Shall we let the GM describe what's going on?
Yes.
Well, we gotta say what happened last session first.
Fuck it, go watch the video.
Okay, me. No. Last time we skipped over it. The video was cursed and had no audio. So
no. That was the walkers. In the last episode, the walkers go down. That was a previous campaign. Whoever, blah 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 blah. We are right now on the Forge World. We were on the Forge World. Went ahead and gave information after we left the Forge World. We were ambushed by pirates. Grr, scary. And what ended up happening is that they got fucked up real bad, so much so that we were able to capture 2 of their ships. Holtz decided, Malachi, you can have a ship. Gizmek, you can have a ship. Did a little bit of RP, like ship-wise, to go ahead and establish stuff. But of course, we need to go ahead and figure out where these pirates are coming from and seeing if we can stop them. And so with that, Holtz went ahead and made a arrangement with the Mechanicum, basically saying, "Hey, we can go ahead and help you take care of these pirates, since we're rogue traders and we're badasses." And they're just like, "All right, yeah, you guys sound like protagonists." And so basically, we need to go ahead and go to a small pirate base to try and get information on where the bigger pirate base is, the main pirate base where they're ambushing. So that way, we can plan a proper attack on them.
Basically, and we're trying to sneak on them.
Yes, we're going to try and do the stealthy one, but of course, if it goes loud, we're not going to go ahead and beat Malachi up for it. Please don't.
We'll just send them to the Drukhari. No big deal. But yeah. Unless Zach wants to say anything, I'd like to cut to the scene where Holtz is sitting with the fabricator, discussing the plan.
Yeah.
And Holtz is, is sitting very lackadaisically, like he's on the sofa with his feet up, like on the arms, and he's like pointing to things on the hologram. He's like, "All right, so here's what you're going to do. We're going to get our information from this auxiliary base here. Once we have that information, we'll send it to you. In the meantime, I want you to organize an expedition force. I want the details of this expedition leaked. And the details of the leak are this: you're planning on setting up a surveillance outpost in the asteroid field to better monitor the pirates. You don't know where. They shouldn't know where that you're going to set it up. Just that it's going to be in an inconvenient enough spot that they better send out a large enough force to repel it. Which
What will be the purpose of this false expedition?
to make sure that there are no ships at their main base when we attack it. Once they know about the attack on the main base, the ships will be forced to either continue to fight with you or return to the main base to defend it. At which point you can either choose to follow to engage in a pincer attack.
Sorry, just a minute.
A baby walks into the room.
A fucking baby Mechanicus just like comes straight out of one of the vats and lands in his lap.
No, it's a cat unit.
It's a servo skull.
We both just like stare. And
No,
watch
it's a
at it.
cherub. It's a fucking cherub.
Yes.
A fucking
yes.
cherub like just comes down. We just both stare and like look at it for a little bit.
I'm gonna take a
It's,
big break.
it's hitting the window, just boom, boom.
It transfixed your
It's
gaze.
open to the right, boom, boom.
It's like a fucking wasp in your car. Get the fuck out!
Yeah.
Every time it bumps against the wall, you can see another dent in its soft skull.
It's a baby's fucking skull. I need to pull up oh god. Did you know that they actually made a mod for Resident Evil Village that replaces the baby at the beginning of the game with just a grown man? Let me go ahead and send it to you guys. I really find it disturbing how well they went ahead and actually did this mod.
Oh, lovely.
Beautiful. I love it.
And then do you want to know the best part? You go ahead and say, okay, that's what they did with the baby, so what did they do with the original guy?
Oh, goddammit.
God, they fucking switched Chris Redfield and the baby.
Ethan, no!
Ethan, no. And he's actually holding the fucking Chris Redfield.
He's holding
baby
himself.
too. Oh my god. You guys want to play a game of Never Have I Ever?
Sure.
Let's go ahead and start off easy. Never have I ever broken a bone.
How do we keep track of this?
We type your in the chat.
Okay.
If you have, you type your. If you haven't, then you don't.
Gotcha.
Alright.
All right. Trisky's. The whole reason it's just taking so long.
Whose turn is it next?
Oh, alright. I'm next in order?
Mhm.
Okay. Never have I ever smoked weed.
I have not done that, sir.
No,
Mm-mm.
neither have I.
It is on you.
Let me think about this. Never have I ever been outside the U.S.
All right.
Yellow.
Damn it.
Sator by default, yes.
Yeah.
What?
We're playing Never Have I Ever.
I'll rephrase that. Never have I ever been outside of my home country.
Yeah, still mine is accurate.
False.
Have you ever traveled to another country, Sator?
Yeah.
Alright, then that's accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more common in Europe, it seems, because borders are a lot more lax and everyone's right next to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like outside the U.S. is like a little bit unfair to someone who's not.
Outside of the US, what are you going to go to Canada?
Well, no,
Why?
my family
Canada
actually
or
went
Mexico?
ahead and my parents went ahead and actually toured around Europe and brought me along. It was a lot of
Or
fun.
Puerto Rico.
Went on a cruise ship.
Nice. I mean,
These
if
are
you
the easy
don't want
ones.
to fly.
Exactly. You know what? Let's go ahead and ask. Marius, did you have a never have I ever question? Basically, the goal is to. It's sort of like a fact picking game, you know, and learning about each other. But go ahead and say something you haven't done that maybe the other people have done.
I don't have anything right now.
Okay, I can go ahead and take a shot at it. Never have I ever gotten drunk.
This is like a you're with an asterisk because people were telling me that I wasn't, but I felt like it.
Okay. Is there any fun stories there? Or is it just?
It was an entire fucking drunk stream, so there's footage.
I mean, like you know two of them.
I know those ones are good. But if you want to go ahead and give the Cliff Note version, you can.
Let's see. Do you want my first college party or my 21st birthday?
Trisky, this is on you.
College.
All right. So I was a freshman in college at this point. I was a little 18-year-old boy, who was super naive, and I was still like a huge nerd. And my buddy invited me to go to a tuba party, like a college party, with we were band nerds, and like the band and the tubas we're friends with the spelunking club, and they were like, yeah, we're throwing a party in this field in the middle of nowhere. You're welcome to come. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And you know, my ass shows up, and like I was told there's gonna be a hot tub and a sauna and all that shit, and my ass shows up with like a you know, bright neon swimsuit and a t-shirt and like a towel and shit, and I get there.
There's nothing.
And no. Everybody's fucking naked. And you know, I'm sitting there with my swimsuit and my t-shirt. You know, someone like with my face between holy shit boobies, and like mom come pick me up. I'm scared. Also, my DD left. So they dropped me off, so I was stuck there. And it wasn't just like college kids too. There was like this one like 60-year-old dude in the sauna, like doing like a Captain Morgan with his fucking like nipple hairs drenched all the way down to his balls. And like, you know how you like can't look away from like disasters like a train wreck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still see it to this day.
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking like nothing else can scar me because I've already been scarred.
Jesus, yeah, the jaded right IRL.
Yeah, for real. Also, we burned a piano.
Okay, that's a very interesting note.
Yeah. It was a good time. That was my first college party.
Nice. All right.
That was Cliff Notes version. Yeah.
Yeah. If Marius, again, if you want, go ahead and just if you don't have one, then we can go ahead and head on to.
I just drank it like a birthday party and walked around. Not much of note. Was fun.
Nice. All right, Trisky, your question.
All right. Let me think. Never have I ever shoplifted.
No.
Nope.
Good boys.
Let's see. Man, this is actually hard.
Because you've done so much.
I've done quite a bit, actually.
Fucking having a life, what a fucking weirdo.
What else? What a fucking loser having a life. Let's see. I'm it's actually like fucking hard. Never have I ever spent more than $30 on a meal.
Fucking, I use DoorDash all the time, so
Damn.
yeah. I think the closest that I think the most that I have spent was about 45. That was like on boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings from DoorDash. It racks up in price. That's the downside of it. Yeah. What about you?
I meant to like one time, like I was like a $30 meal.
No, yeah, no. It's DoorDash. It's fucking pricey.
Fair.
I brought a coworker out to a restaurant once.
Yeah, that'll do it.
There you go.
I probably have, but I don't remember exactly.
No worries. Never have I ever. What would be a good one? All right. This is going to be interesting. Dealt with a crying baby on public transportation.
I don't.
I mean, I've dealt like there was one on public transportation, but like I never dealt with it. Like I didn't like interact with it at all. It was just a crying baby that
No, not like if it was there, like you had a crying baby on that public transportation that you were on. That
yeah,
was,
for sure. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Was it a bad time? Unfortunately.
I have a magical power that I can sleep wherever, whenever I want. And it has come in handy those few times that it's happened.
Oh boy.
The downside is that like nothing will wake me. Save for like, being like forcibly jostled.
So you have the opposite of the light sleeper perk. You have the deep
Heavy
I
sleeper.
am the dead sleeper, yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Marius, again, did you want to go ahead and pass this round and move it on to Trisky, or did you actually have a question?
Nope, have no clue, honestly.
No worries, mate. No worries. Trisky, on you.
Never have I ever had pineapple pizza.
We're
I
not
am.
sinners.
Yeah. What do you think, Trisky?
I'm trying to gauge you. You better be telling the truth.
I was
I've had-
actually. Oh, go on ahead, Marius.
Yes. I've had fucking popcorn pizza, but not popcorn, Jesus fucking. I forget words
Popcorn
now.
pizza.
No.
Oh.
Uh,
I was close to having it, but luckily, they had pepperoni in spare.
Oh,
I
thank the
was saved.
Thank the Emperor.
Yeah, no. Not to you, or dear Captain.
Let's see. Never have I ever. Let's see.
Yep.
I have to think about it. I'll pass this round.
Get a
because I
pass,
have
yeah.
no idea.
All right. Never have I ever. Okay. Never have I ever found a. Shit. I keep on pulling things that I want to hear, like to see if you guys have actually done it or not. But at the same time, it's like I have done these things, so.
Okay. I have this. Ever have I ever?
You know what? There. Never have I ever had gotten into or basically was responsible for a car crash. Not like a full on, like it could be something as little as like
a fender bender?
Yeah. I mean, that's what it means. Yeah.
An asterisk again. Mine was just literally I scraped a girl's door getting out of my car at college. That was about the extent of it. That's why I'm putting an asterisk on it. Because I did actually somewhat damage her car, but I felt really bad because she saw me.
I've dented a car trying to pull out of my own driveway.
Jeez.
Then
I was a teenager in that respect.
I
God.
don't.
I did have one. If I can take my turn now, if that's all right.
Yeah, you can take it right after me. I don't remember if I did, but I remember fucking in kindergarten, one kid who failed kindergarten while we were taking a walk or something, spitting on cars.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, basically, I actually went ahead and had a close encounter with this, where for some reason my parents, bless their hearts, they're good people, but at the same time they are not the brightest. They thought, all right, young sponge, you can go ahead and you're in driver's training right now. I want you to go ahead and back out this 2016 cherry red Mustang convertible for us. And so what I went ahead and did is when I began backed out, I didn't realize, when you're in neutral, the brakes don't work. And so the car ended up going forward right into the garage, and I luckily moved the gear shift immediately into park just as it was about to hit. There's a loud audible scourge. I was like, nope, not doing that ever again. And to this day, that's why I have a fear of driving that Mustang.
Oh boy.
Yeah, go on ahead, Colin, by all means.
Never have I ever been dumpster diving.
Nah.
Nah.
It was something I actually planned on doing for like the GameStop somewhere, but I didn't know whether or not it was illegal. So yeah.
Never have I ever cheated in an online video game.
Oh fucking yeah! Come on.
Cheated? Like, define, is this like hard hacks or just using exploits and shit?
Hard hacks.
Yeah, I use X.
Nope.
Really? You have not?
Nope.
You're a fair man, Mr. Holtz.
I've never cheated in an online game. Nope.
Interesting.
Same.
When I was in probably 12 years old, I installed Call of Duty World at War zombie mods on my Xbox 360. So I was just like, oh, I was the cool kid in the group.
Nice.
But yeah.
I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember doing mine also. You know, I asked the goddamn question.
No
The closest it would be is fucking using custom skins in League of Legends. But yeah.
Never have I ever had my life legitimately threatened by somebody, basically in person, that you were legitimately.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's no,
Negatory.
I'm assuming.
I did have basically threatened to be beaten up and stuff, but I was like, that's the closest.
They didn't kill you or want to kill you. They just beat you up.
No, they didn't. They were threatening me.
Oh, okay.
TLDR, I was walking around with some friends. Shitty part, cunt. Yada yada yada. You're not gonna do shit. I'm just gonna waste time. And that's basically it.
Jesus, man. All right, on to you, Trisky.
All right. Trying to think. I am not generally good at this. I am a boring person and I haven't done a lot of things, but I also can't think of the things that I haven't done.
I'm an extrovert, so I'm the one coming up with I guess I come up with extrovert ideas, just like, yeah, no, this would be a fun icebreaker. Meanwhile, it's just like,
what do I do? What do I do?
I mean, like, there are stories that I could say, but like the fact is, like,
you did them, yeah.
Yeah, I did them.
Never have I ever been in a helicopter.
No.
Nope.
Can't say that I have. No.
Damn. I've been in a plane, like a small plane, like maybe 4 people max kind of plane, but not a helicopter.
Puddle
cool.
jumpers.
Yeah.
No, it was a friend of my dad's who owned like a proper plane that was like stored at a fucking actual proper like airfield and whatnot, and we got to have a ride in it, and I remember feeling extremely nauseous because I am the motherfucker that gets car sick if the person driving the car drives weird for me. For example, maybe you know him, maybe you don't. I know that, Sponge knows him. Ken, who plays Siegfried in Mordheim.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He got his new laptop, and it arrived at his house. And we had just had a bunch of pizza at my house. A bunch of, like, I think it was, like, buffalo chicken pizza and whatnot kind of thing. Because we both like spicy shit. And we were like, hey, maybe we could, go back to your house, pick up the laptop, bring it back over here to my house because I had all the shit set up, and get your new gaming laptop set up nicely for you without all the unnecessary PC fluff that it usually has in the background. And we drove back to his house. He was driving, and I felt extremely sick for the majority of the ride. And I got to his house, finally got some fresh air, walked around a little bit, eventually felt good enough to go down into the basement where his dad, like, actually smokes in the basement. So it doesn't help with the nausea at all because that fucking triggers that for me. And welcome back. I'm finishing my story anyway. So I did that. We hung around for a little while. We grabbed the laptop and then we left. But on the way back, I was like, I'm driving. Because you were making me sick because he was sort of like a stop and go kind of driver at times. Like he accelerated and unaccelerated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was driving his car back the way that I drive, so it should have been fine. Still wound up at one point feeling supremely nauseous and couldn't stop myself from vomiting before we pulled into a Friendly's parking lot.
Oh.
It was... I did it out the window, luckily. But it still was on, like, the side of his car a little bit. It was not pleasant. Didn't smell nice. And he and I had a story to tell after that, and I felt really bad.
This is the second time I've heard the story from you where you vomited in Ken's car.
No, that's the only time. You've heard the other one. That's the same one.
Yeah, oh, alright.
Yeah. With Zach, we've basically been doing icebreakers, but never have I ever while you've been gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're really asking the super spicy ones.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Yeah.
never have I ever shit myself.
Why is that the thing? I also thought that for some reason. That would be an interesting
Nobody's
question.
asking them because we've all fucking done it!
Have I ever pissed myself?
The rules of never have I ever are fucking dumb!
Correction, it's never have I ever shit myself past the age of 10.
Anywho, yeah, let's get back to the scene and resume the Rogue Trader.
Glad the game's over.
Yeah.
Back to the game.
Alright. So yeah, no, Holtz is sitting there talking to the fabricator.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, okay, so your job here is to like make sure that the pirate ships come out. And when we go in to attack the main base, it'll probably be loud, and they'll probably like send a message to the ships, and they'll have to come back. At which point, you can either choose to engage them in a pincer attack between the base and your own ships, as will probably be our first objective. Will be taking the AA guns, or you can wait for them to split off and take them on in smaller packs, since we will know where their auxiliary bases are after that point.
This plan sounds adequate. We can attempt to set up this law during this initial invasion to learn the location of their base. Shall do what I can to ensure that they are aware of it, attempt to make it not obvious.
Good. I don't intend to. This will have to be done swiftly, but I will need a little bit of time to prepare.
You cut it out for a large amount of that.
Did I? My bad. I have no intent. I intend to take both the auxiliary base and the main base in one trip. So we won't be coming back to prepare for a larger assault.
That is risky. You will be low on supplies for the second one, and it may be very out of position for where the fleet currently is.
That's why I'm giving your fleet time to prepare.
We do not know the location of the main base, so it could be on the opposite side of the sector and could take the best part of a day to get there. If you are able to attain the information for the base by stealth, so that they are unaware that you know of it, then we could take time. Properly prepare for their primary base.
I don't like the idea of waiting, but I suppose if our... I just wish to be ready as soon as possible.
So long as they remain unaware, there is no need to hurry.
I suppose so.
They should have little reason to assume that you know of their primary base if you attain it secretly.
I see. Well, I'll trust your judgment on that.
I shall begin setting up these false listening posts and shall inform you when they are prepared.
Thank you for that, Fabricator. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an operation to plan. And I will step out and, head back to the Blackstone.
Yeah, you head back.
Yep.
And Holt sits in his big comfy chair.
Yeah.
Was there anything else?
I don't think so, unless you had anything that you wanted to plan.
I'm locking in that I'm ready to head on to the operation, unless anyone else wants.
Like, how long would you say between getting this info and heading off to it? Would you want? Because he can start setting up the listening post, but it's going to take a couple days to organize all that stuff.
What would it take to get to the auxiliary base from here?
From here to there, about half a day.
It'll take a couple days. Like, I imagine we're doing this while we're still repairing the ships, or the one ship, I should say.
Yeah, as a note for the universe, waiting weeks for space combat is fairly normal because ships move fast in 40k. Universe is fucking huge. Just traveling from the edge of the sector to our main planet can take a day and a half, just going full speed towards the planet.
Yeah, but Gizmek's ship is also still in dry dock weeks at a time, and we're trying to get ready relatively quickly. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's gonna wait for the listening posts and then head out. Then basically head for the little base.
I don't even know if we wait entirely for the listening post. I think we wait for them just almost ready, and then all right, well we'll hopefully have them ready by the time we're ready to go attack the main base.
Well, that was supposed to be the distraction from them coming to
no,
right?
No, that's for that's the distraction for the main base.
I see. I thought that was for the.
Yeah, I misunderstood that too. I thought you wanted them to distract from the little base as well.
No. I want them to distract for the main base. The auxiliary base, I don't want them to even think about it.
Yeah.
So you just want them close enough that you can basically bounce to it from there quickly enough.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Do it a day? Do you wait 2 days? It'll take roughly 3 days for it to get finished. He sends you estimates of the time.
Yeah, probably 2 days.
Let me check my time. Alright. Yeah, so yeah, you actually had the perfect length of time to still notice this. As you are, first, like, as you're, like, suiting up the ship and getting ready, and so you're just bringing the Blackstone, right? You're not bringing the Emperor's Wrath?
No.
Not for the stealth.
We still have the Astropath choir actually on stop or in the Blackstone.
Yeah, you held off on the transfer.
Mhm.
But you don't have a library yet.
I think I failed to get the library, so.
Yeah, and so it's pretty much like as you're getting ready to leave, or like you're just like leaving the dock and heading over that way. So some random crewman, one of them who like monitors the sensors, like, so I've detected a fairly large ship coming this way. So cruiser sized.
Cruiser size.
It's not of the Navy.
Check our listings. It could be the Void Spear.
Yeah, I was asking. Oh, should I ping it? I think I can get a reading on it. It's not hiding itself. I just noticed it. It's on the edge of the range.
Ping it. Let's see what ship this is.
It'll take this distance about an hour to get the response.
That's fine.
Okay. Do you keep going forward, or do you like wait for the response first?
I mean, like, I don't think there's any reason to not keep going forward.
Right. Yeah, so you keep going forward for about an hour. You get a decent distance away, and then he's like, "Okay, it's got the response. It is it is the Void Spear. So from this, it is battle cruiser size. I can't get the make of it though. It seems to be customized.
If it's the Void Spear, that's the other rogue trader in this sector. Interesting.
Should I open comms? There'll be a delay with the distance that we're at.
If he has something to say, sure. I currently don't have.
Requested anything of us. Should we open comms, or we can just keep going? I guess.
I don't truly have any business with them at the moment.
All right. So I'll keep it in case you do, sir.
Yep.
You just continue on, kind of ignoring the Void Sphere.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't really have any reason to talk to him.
Yeah.
Other than just like, hey, I'm here. What's up?
Not saying you do, just saying it is there, and you could talk to him.
If anything, we just like we do like that, like nod at each other in the hallway type deal.
Yeah.
Mutual respect.
Yeah, you just ping him, find out what ship it is. I think the comms guy would also note that it didn't ping you. You just pinged it and figured out who it was.
I mean,
but you're also a lot harder to recognize as a specific ship from a distance. You are quite small.
That and you know,
but it's because he noticed Battle Luck and he was like the second. It's actually like on par with the largest ship in the sector. Like the flagship of the defense fleet is also a battle cruiser.
Like it's also a battle cruiser versus like our little raider.
Yeah.
Like
it's like 8 times as long as you are or something.
I'm not even like bothered by it. It's just like, oh, hey.
Yeah, size. It's not about the size. It's about how you use it.
Hey, Holt has 3.
Oh. Just like the raider size and the battlecruiser size. Like you like the size of its RAM. Because 40k is just ridiculous like that.
Scale in 40k is a joke.
It is.
It's all just a dick measuring contest that no 2 novels get right.
Yep.
I feel like in the same novel they've given different sizes for the same thing.
Consistency? What's that? That's a foreign concept. That's heresy because it's from
it's warped by the warp.
Xenos fucking
trying to look up how big Titans are is just stupid because everything is different.
Consistency.
So one is the size of the Statue of Liberty. The smallest one is the size of the Statue of Liberty. It's everywhere in between.
Consistency is a Xenos concept, and that's heresy, so it's just shunned.
It's all in canon. They're trying to confuse the Xenos so they don't know how big their actual weapons are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's the mechanicum process of close enough.
Close enough.
It's the right of approximation.
Yeah, I
you
approximate your death. Anyway.
You guys take note of the void spear coming in system, but you don't do anything else, and then you continue along, heading on towards this. God, what do they call it? The mad.
Madness.
I'm
Yeah,
curious. Considering we're on separate ships now, would Malachi's and my ship get pinged about this, or like would our folks notice it?
You guys are
We're
currently
on.
I assumed you were coming along, and that's good time to
Yeah.
just wait on his.
All right, I didn't know like when in the timeline this was that we were actively on our way. All right.
Yeah, I assume Hawks was like, "Hey, we're going to do the mission." Gizmek was like, "Hey, you can't leave without me."
Gizmek would want to come along, definitely.
Come along to the stealth mission. Bring the orc.
Yes.
No, I imagine Holtz goes ahead and says, "Hey, you coming for the mission?" Gizmo's like, "Oh, more fighties!" And then the moment he gets on the ship and like actually starts leaving, "Oh, it's a stealth mission." Oh, you trickery bastard!
Yeah, basically.
chance at fighting, but that's it.
I have to be backup, but he's there to root on Grismo.
Yes.
He's like, "Go, Grismo, go!" Ah, yes, boss.
The war power empowers him.
But yeah, no, we give like the mutual nod of, or the one-sided mutual nod of respect.
Yeah. So you nod at him. He doesn't acknowledge your existence.
I feel that high school drama come up. I'm just like,
Senpai does not notice you.
Senpai did not notice me.
God damn.
It's that road trader angst.
Yep, Holtz for this. Anyways, yeah, no, we go to the asteroid field.
Getting dice.
Oh yeah, that's right. We actually have to roll ship stuff.
Yeah. So you
Because
guys
we
we
can-
and yeah, it's like not being in a rush. You can take your time navigating the asteroid field.
We
Yeah,
turn start running.
Yeah, so you know where it is, and yeah, so you kind of like at the edge that you know they're not going to catch you there. You like know where it is inside. So you start getting through, kind of maneuvering around, keeping the void shields on, bouncing rocks away. But then you start to get close enough where you're like, oh, get up on the sensors soon. And you switch to silent running, right?
Running.
And then you start drifting along. It's like occasionally like a clong on the outside of the ship. And then all of you hear like the bang of various small asteroids hitting the hull. Nothing that you can't buff out. It's all just cosmetic damage. Some paint is getting scratched and that, but you're fine. you got a good enough pilot because Holtz is flying right now, right?
Holtz is currently at the helm.
I've got the helm guiding it, you guys. So it's mostly like drifting with the occasional like short burst of the engine or the maneuvering thrusters to like guide you away from the bigger ones. The void shield occasionally like flaring and like diverting off one of the bigger ones as well. Yeah. You guys start going, and how close are you aiming to get to the base?
10 VUs.
Alright, so roll me. God, what was it? There's like 3 different tests that I was like between. I can't remember which one I picked.
You see, Holtz, this is where we get the natural 100.
Oh, okay. I have 8 points left to spare. So
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, it's a pilot spacecraft. You do not add your maneuverability because you're being as quiet as you can.
okay.
So just a flat I'll say, yeah. You're
Flat-
trying to be silent. Yeah, you kind of the negative would negate your maneuverability enough to cancel it out.
All right. It's a straight
Flat
50-50, boys. You ready for this?
You
Yeah.
can spend fate if you want.
Nice.
Yeah, you can
Alright,
spend
we got
fate
2
up plus. Oh, 2 degrees of success. All right, I need to make sure I'm actually on the right fucking page.
So yeah, so you start like maneuvering in, so like, occasionally getting nervously close to colliding with asteroids bigger than your ship, but you managed to like just slightly nudge out of the way, not getting off any big flares of energy. And yeah, you managed to close to that distance and then kind of maneuver the ship, get it a bit like tightly locked with one of the bigger asteroids, so it'll be like hidden behind it.
Yep. And then Holtz
He's heading to the shuttle or the Aquila.
Holtz, a team of walkers, Malachi, Grismo, Sator and Gizmek, and whoever Malachi wants to bring
Malachi.
and a service goal, I think.
Oh, as a note, you guys have basic ass things. Aquilas can handle 7 to 10 people.
So no walker team, I guess, or
Yeah, probably no walkers then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd probably be Gizmek and Grismo would even out to one person, 2 people.
Yeah. Gizmek, Grismo. Who else is coming? So is Gizmek in the ship as well?
Oh yeah, shouldn't my token be like 1.5 times size because I'm technically hulking at this point?
Oh yeah, I forgot to adjust you on this.
also I'm bringing along my servo skull, so yeah.
Malachi.
Party plus Grismo and a Skatari and a service goal.
There we go.
He's big.
Yeah, so basically, the full party, Grismo, Skatari, service goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all bringing Holtz would order voice.
Malachi actually doesn't need his void suit, so he's going to go ahead and just have his rebreather.
I mean, like, you have to go through space to do a spacewalk to get to the place.
Well, the thing is that Malachi has the rebreather, which will go ahead and keep him fine, and he has a toughness suit underneath. So,
Okay.
yeah,
That works.
he's-
Yeah.
good with temperature.
Holtz, in the meantime, goes with the power armor.
Nice.
Uh,
Little tiny
I'm going
service goal.
to. I'm bringing along my servo skull, and I'm going to assume that I'm getting in the chunky void suit, which we got. Did we actually get them or not? I forgot.
We got the chunky void suits that have armor.
Nice.
So if you want armored void suits, we have those.
Yep.
Is Gizmek getting in a void suit? I will point out, you do not have one size to Gizmo.
I mean, I got a squad of them.
You would need a specific one for Grismo. You can backtrack and say that you did, because that is something you would have thought of, that I just thought of now.
Yeah.
I thought we had
We
that.
give him the infant void suit.
Oh, boy.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you'll let me backtrack and say we got one, we got one.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like an acquisition's use, but I don't think you guys are planning to buy any more anyway.
We got a void suit for a baby.
So either that or Gizmek got one and adjusted it along the way.
Gizmek would have probably set up Grismo.
Yeah.
So Gizmo in this tiny mismatched void suit. And yeah, so you drop out of the relatively massive ass ship in the tiny little Aquila, which starts heading towards this place. And that will be another pilot spacecraft.
Wow.
10 VU sensors. Yeah, it's a flat roll.
Roll, huh?
Again.
Okay. 50-50. That's good.
You can spend fate before you roll for a plus 10, remember?
3.7 degrees of success.
Goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little shuttle that could starts just weaving its way through. Assume you're going on like as low power as you can. Well,
We're being we're being as like we're doing this silently.
yeah. So like the main ship, kind of mostly drifting with occasional like bounce to one side as you maneuvering thruster avoid an asteroid. There's definitely the ship would take a couple dings here and there, but you managed to avoid the majority of it. You're kind of able to like, with your experience and like a bit of maths, you're able to be like, okay, so these are going to go that way, so I need to aim for there. And you kind of drift for a significant period before you need to turn at all. Yeah, as you get closer, no sign that anything has detected you. Like, no guns are pointing towards you, even if they could hit you. Like, these ships fire bullets that are about the size of your shuttle. Or like the defense turrets on this station. It would be very hard to hit you. If they did, you would just get atomized.
Yep, sounds about right.
It would just be nearly impossible to shoot you. It'd be like shooting a fly with a bullet. If you manage it, it'll just atomize, but you gotta hit it first.
Yeah. And as we get near it, I like look for like the access points, and I don't get us like super close because like we like
yeah. So like, where are you aiming for? So from what they said, there are like various access points for mostly like maintenance of like the turrets. People can get out to and then like spacewalk over to fix their guns, which are like around the entire thing.
I think the most likely point where we can figure out where the main base is like using the comms to like ping back from like where the comms are coming from.
So you're gonna try and land near the comms?
Yeah, I think we're gonna try and get them like close to the comms so they can get in, get out.
Yep, that is fairly easy. You do see it like sticking out from the main base, like this big rock that has an antenna sticking out of it, like the most low-tech walkie-talkie ever. See this big spire stuck out of the top of it, where the comms are.
Mm-hmm.
You float around near there, being very careful when you're near the comms, knowing that the comms are right there. You can like turn off all the vox and everything to make sure they don't pick anything up. I will point out that being this close to the vox, to the actual comms unit, will have the main disadvantage of if you guys try and vox between whoever's going and the ship, like even the shuttle, high chance they're going to pick that up.
Okay.
You are right next to that comm station.
So, Astropath.
Yeah, we'll just go like comms off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So very much limits the amount of communication you can have without a lot of risk.
Yep.
So we'll just like give the rundown. He's like, all right, we won't be able to communicate very easily from here.
You do have an astropath though.
Well, but that's to the ship, and then I don't think there's a way to get the message to the ship since the comms are off.
What's the range on your like normal telepathy?
It is my normal telepathy is like I don't think it's in kilometers. I think it's only in like a couple of feet since it's a free action and it doesn't trigger psychic phenomenon.
I think do you have an actual like telepathy ability?
No, I didn't buy any powers in telepathy. It's just the basic technique.
All right then.
So Holtz will just be like, this will be relatively simple though. You just need to get them either to talk to you or talk to someone while Gizmo pings back where the base is, triangulates it. Should be relatively easy enough. If they ask who you are, just say the current guy is drunk or something. They're pirates. They're not exactly disciplined.
All right. See what I can do, Captain.
So for the sake of this little tiny map, I'll just use like the skull to show where you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's the smallest one. Sit down with 3 degrees about here. You're not directly on it, but you're nearby. And yeah, so who is actually gonna spacewalk over to that door that you can see?
How far is it actually?
With 3 degrees, the space it's a couple hundred meters.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not even gonna go ahead and use gate. Well, actually, it could prevent us from getting caught if we're walking to be faster.
Like you're not gonna miss. Like it's a big asteroid, you're not gonna miss it. The main problem would be like that you hit it too hard and like smash your face into the wall, because you can't really control your speed once you kick off.
Relative velocity is kind of a bitch, but
That you kick off too hard, you might just kick yourself directly into a wall.
A couple hundred feet. Okay, I can go ahead and do it at
Not feet.
a couple hundred meters.
Use meters.
All right. So Malachi will go ahead and use Gate of Infinity at Fettered then, so that way he doesn't trigger Psychic Phenomenon. Would you like me to keep rolling just to see what he gets, or?
Yeah, because you can't fuck it up. Think like, would anybody on this station be able to detect it? They don't have navigators. They don't have an astropath. None of them would be a psyker. So yeah, there's no chance of them picking it up from you doing it outside. Like, unless somebody's looking at you, maybe they would have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, from the outside. Yeah, you just spend a minute. You can roll it to see how many goes
Fail.
for the hell of it.
Success.
So Malachi's there, like trying to summon it, and like it kind of grows and sputters, and then full portal appears.
Mm-hmm.
And so are you heading like just on the other side of the door, or are you trying to go further in?
Malachi's going to go on just the other side of the door. He doesn't want to go too far in to accidentally teleport himself like in front of anybody.
Yeah.
And it was coming with, actually. So let's go ahead and have a separate team. Like Grismo over here.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So Skitari, Holtz, Gizmek on the ship, I assume. Oh, did you bring the? Are you bringing the Skitari actually?
I think we just kind of had him as backup. Because,
Yeah, so he's gonna be hanging out with
Yeah.
Gizmek and gang on the.
He'll be chilling on the Aquila.
Mhm.
Sator, are you going?
Yeah. I'm strapped to the wall. I'm going to assume somewhat controlling the fucking server skull.
I thought he was just like controlling the server. I thought the server skull was going. He's on the shuttle.
Yeah, I'd say that, like, the range of it, like, if you went really deep into the place, you'd probably lose connection. But for staying near the edge, you're fine if you stay on the shuttle.
Yeah, on the shuttle. If necessary for me to get close, I can teleport like once or twice close to the comms unit or something and just stay there, I assume. But yeah.
So, yeah, so Sator, Holtz, Gizmek, and Skitari are just gonna chill on the shuttle. Well, Grismo, Malachi, and the server skull head in.
Mm-hmm.
Space. Alright, so yeah, the portal bamps, you step through it. Malachi feels that familiar tugging as he steps through.
Gravity.
Gizmek comes out this other, freaking out a little about that. Yeah, the server skull just bobs through.
Fuck you, Holtz.
Server skull bobs through, not at all concerned, since Sator has looked into the warp before. He doesn't care. Neither does the server skull. Yeah, you guys find yourself in what seems to be an airlock.
I had a quick question. So, Malachi, who's been on kind of like a ship or station before, would he know that? Do servo skulls count as cameras, or would they actually have dedicated cameras in like Warhammer 40k? Is what I'm curious about. Like sensors and stuff like that.
Most places, yeah, if they want security, they will normally have like rigged up cameras because server skulls can bob around and miss stuff.
Okay.
Like, yeah, server skulls they're used for basically anything you can imagine you could use a flying skull for.
Yep.
Any kind of small tech, like they can get guns, they can get loudspeakers, they can get silencer things.
I want to add the thing that it does have a scanner, so Grismo can take use to use that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So, Malachi's going to go ahead and turn to Gizmo and say, "All right, little fella, I like to do things precisely. So this is what I'd like you to go ahead and do.
Okay.
Would it be possible for you to make it look like the airlock malfunctioned by any chance? Maybe that the door is opening and closing. We don't want
You
to
got
leave
it, boss.
trains. Okay. Well then.
And so is Gizmo going to make it look like it's not functioning, or just break it? It'd be a lot easier to just actually break it and cause it to start malfunction. Than it would
Well, he doesn't want the airlock to open to just suck us back out. He's
gonna fake it.
Like if. Yeah.
Well, currently, like the airlock that you're in is voided. It's empty. So nothing would suck you out. And
well, the thing is that
suction power of spacing is not that powerful.
No.
If you're like right by it when it immediately happens, there's some danger. But after a moment, it's just like a wind.
No, well, okay, so let me go ahead and show you my mindset. I'm going ahead and thinking that if anybody sees, like, oh, the airlock is open, that's interesting. They're going to go ahead and think, all right, that's a red flag, like in the largest things. But of course, I want to be subtle as hell. So if it's just like, the airlock's malfunctioning, weird.
All right.
Then yeah, go ahead and cover our tracks.
Yeah, so Gizmo So, like, what do you want to happen, essentially? Do you want it just, like, to open and then close so you guys can get through, but it just seems like it just did that the once? Or something like that? Like, I'm not sure entirely what you're going for here.
Yes. I'm going for that.
They just open, let you through, and then close behind you, and it just looks like... It doesn't look like anybody opened it, it just looks like it did that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say that'll be for Gizmo a tech use. You have a combi tool, right?
Yeah, so plus 10 to the base.
Yeah. I would say for that... these things have decent security, but not the best. Say a minus 20. There's some security, and it's a decently complex thing you're trying to do. I'll say Gizmek can spend his fate points for Gizmo if you want. It is just barely a fail.
I don't want to get detected. Well, actually, question. Is there a window, like, looking inside past the airlock?
No, you don't have windows in airlock doors. That'll be a structural weak point.
Gotcha. Just asking.
And there is, like, a point of, like, if somebody came to the airlock and looked out, they would see the shuttle just hanging there. It's just that space stations don't have windows.
Okay.
So if somebody, for some reason, just popped out of this airlock, they would see the Aquila sat there. It's just that they can't pick it up because it looks like an asteroid.
Okay.
I only have 2 rerolls with
If you
Gizmek.
want to just keep it like this, then we can go ahead and just have the door open normally.
Like, for reference, I'm not going to have you fail once you get caught. There's going to be there's a level of alertness effectively that will go up.
Yeah.
And it'll be either Gizmo doesn't do it, or he does it, but something about it looks a bit off. And like they start to get like, that's a bit weird. And like on its own, they wouldn't mention it, but like if more stuff keeps happening.
Yeah.
So these are pirates. These aren't like super hype.
These aren't super elite guys. Be like, the thing's fucked up. James, go and hit with a wrench, would you?
Gotcha.
Like,
Orc logic.
Marines. These aren't blood angels trying to protect an artifact. These are dumbass pirates.
One of the things I have learned, though, never underestimate your enemy. But at the same time, I agree with you.
Never underestimate a moron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good point.
So yeah, so do you want to fail or do you want to succeed, but it looks a little off?
Succeed, but it looks weird.
Yeah, so when it goes down and starts messing with it, joining some wires together, like probably like putting a bit of code in. The door spirals open.
Yeah. Maluki will go ahead and kind of do the sort of rolling around the door and then immediately put on his cloak. Actually, he's going to go ahead and peek what's around the door first.
Yeah, you peek through and you find yourself in like fairly narrow and like exposed pipe working cabling corridor. Seems like this place is just used for like getting out and maintenance. Nobody's in here.
All right then. Maluki will go ahead and begin get Gizmo and the service skull come follow with, and he's going to actually go ahead and look for a possible vent, if at all possible.
Yeah, so Gizmo and the service skull step out. Gizmo like taps the door and it shuts, but with a little bit more force than you'd thought it would.
All right.
And you're looking for vents?
Yes.
For vents, effectively right now, you're kind of in one. Like, there's no vent offshoots from the maintenance corridor, but it would likely connect to somewhere that would have some.
Okay. Then Maluki is going to go ahead and, for now, in the corridor, he's going to go ahead and put on his cloak, begin sneaking a bit forward, of course, being subtle.
Yeah, so you get, like, a Malachi point of view as he pulls up this hood, and everything kind of, like, goes from... Like, how does Malachi see? I can't remember.
Maluki sees with, like, TV static.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so he puts on, like, the static, like, the ambient, as, like, everywhere static kind of increases and gets a bit fuzzier. Looks around, and things are a bit harder to see, and, like, having to breathe a bit heavier. So air is not as easy to get in here, but you start going. As Gizmo and the service skull just see he stood there, and then gone. No sign of Malachi as he puts the hood up. And yeah, so it's Malachi.
I must have made it so purple!
Yeah, it's just a purple cloak.
God damn it.
Maluki is going to go ahead and he's going to, like, again, Malachi, he's on a lone mission with a Gretchen and a service skull. He's basically seen himself as alone on this one. He wants to take it cautiously. So like every like couple minutes, he goes ahead and makes sure nobody's like nearby. He'll take out the cloak, get a fresh breath of air and stuff like that, breathe, and then like continuing on, very cautious, or like parts until he actually gets to like the sort of base area. He's going to keep his stummer off, but once he does get to the base area, then he's going to turn it on.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say for like the stummer, because how it works is essentially sends out sound that negates sound.
Mhm.
It's really weird. I don't know how it actually works, because like surely you would hear
Warhammer Logic.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the science behind that is. But that would be a kind of thing that like somebody like keeping an eye on weird readings, they might pick that up. It's like it'll certainly help you like sneak past somewhere, but like overall they might be like, there's a weird noise over there.
All right, then. I guess if you're going to say it as the GM.
I mean, it's like noise canceling headphones.
Yeah. It gives a +30 to move silently. Like,
Yeah, like it would help for sneaking through the area, but like I'll basically do a very hard roll for the comms operators to notice it. Like, we're getting a bit of background fuzz. Would be like all they would really notice. Again, it's the combination of all of these weird things happening very quickly after each other that would maybe put somebody on edge. But yeah, you're not using it yet, so creeping along the hood up.
Mhm.
Yes, it's like you can see that although this is a maintenance corridor, it's clearly not the best maintained. Like you can see like duct tape put over some pipes and clothes. One you see it just like straight being welded. So one has like clamps put on it to hold it there. One is just straight venting steam, and nobody seems to have cared. So they're like quite hot, and you have to kind of avoid brushing them. Then it gets quite like closed in, and very small corridor. You have like duck and nearly crawl in some areas. But after a while, it's about like with having to slow down, going cautiously. Takes you a couple minutes to get down this corridor before you come up to this like a door. Effectively,
Okay.
effectively, it's a door. There's nothing effectively about the door. It's a fucking door. What am I doing?
all right. Malachi is going to go ahead and take off the cloak before the door. He's going to take some deep breaths, catch his breath. Just kind of like reset the cloak in that sense.
Yeah, you can like take it off, breathe in. So the air is like it's hot in here. Once again, there's that thing venting steam. Needs to be heating up the area. Yeah, it's hot and the air is not the freshest. Like they obviously don't have the best life support stuff here. At least not in this area. But it's better than the cloak air. It's not the best air, but it's fine.
Yep. All right. And Malachi is going to go ahead and do some thinking. All right. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Malachi is going to go ahead and actually, is the door just a simple, like, how would you put it? Kind of like a submarine door, like turning the vault? Okay.
Yeah, effectively. You can see it does have a lock on it, but it's more for like, it's a staff-only door, effectively. It's got a lock, but it's not actually meant to keep people out.
It's just a deterrent.
Yeah, it's just meant to be lockable, so people are like, oh, okay, I'm not supposed to go there.
Okay.
It's not actually meant to keep somebody determined out.
All right, Malachi is going to go ahead and he's going to slowly begin opening the door. And then once it gets to the point where it sounds like it's about to open, he puts on the cloak. And then lets it land.
Does Malachi have security? Because it is technically still locked.
You said it was okay. I didn't know if I thought you by that what you were saying that you said it was unlocked when you said that it was.
I think it's locked, but it's got like a shitty lock that would be fairly easy to get through. But you don't know how to pick locks.
Okay, doesn't have
Does
security.
Grismo?
I think he just has tech use.
You could just teleport past it, but it'd be the chance that there's somebody on the other side. If you have any kind of tool, you could like try and find a way to bypass the lock rather than pick it.
I'm looking for in my skills here.
If you're a pyromancer, you can just burn the lock off.
Yeah, it's a shame I'm not a pyromancer though. I'm more soul than Mazak.
Just pull a not Reeb, who's the
Pie.
no, the psyker in that.
Oh, Lauren.
Lawn. Yeah, just pull a lawn and molten beam the door.
That's my favorite.
Oh boy.
My favorite power.
Grismo technically has bionic arms, which give a buff on agility for like delicate handling kind of checks, which would be akin to something like this, but he does not have the security skills, so.
Well, I'd say because like most locks are also technological, like tech use would also work. Wouldn't be as easy, but it would do.
Alright.
Should I think you can roll tech use on everything, on every lock too.
Well, not all. Some do have actual physical lock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Again, it's like
Alright.
a staff only, so it's not meant to actually keep people out. So there's several ways to get around it. But
Yeah.
Gizmo's 2 minutes back, so Malik would have to double back and get him.
He didn't follow? Oh, okay, yeah.
I was
Malachi-
assuming he was.
I thought you were going on ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Malachi will double back then, just since the area is clear. He'd go ahead and just.
Double back, knowing nobody's there, so you kind of go there, kind of still going carefully, so you don't brush against the hot pipes or wang your head against the sudden drop pipe.
Mhm.
There are like occasions where one just sticks out like a good foot lower for no apparent reason. So you nearly brain yourself on a couple times, but it's as you do. It's a big And yeah, you collect Grismo, and you'll head back. Grismo has a significantly easier time navigating, because he does not wang his head on anything. Not even a risk. 3 foot shorter than you.
Yeah.
The Sarah skull bobbing along at the back.
What was I saying his height was? Like 3'6", 3'4"?
Yeah, he's like half Malachi's size. Malachi's just shy of 6 foot, I think.
Yeah, 5'11".
You gotta bob along. It's another couple minutes, but nothing that really matters in the space time. It's been like 5 minutes since you landed.
Mhm.
Is Gizmo gonna try and hack the door?
Yeah. Just use the combi tool.
Yeah, just a flat tech use to open it. Yeah, combi tool applies.
Would it count for like? It's not agility based, so yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't think that I can help.
I mean, actually, if the servo skull is assisting, since it has tiny little mechadendrites.
I don't think I need that help.
Fine.
Yeah, Gizmo goes over to start going at the console, and I think this is how we've had Gizmo undo every lock as well. Gizmo just guesses until he gets the right password.
I want to do it a little bit different. 333 3.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, because like Gizmo just looks at it, it's like, oh, there's no security lockout. Keeps guessing until it lets him in.
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah,
take
just
that
very
long
long,
because of the
like, gets it in
4.1.
combo, then gets it in. It very happened to be 3335.
Yeah.
And he does that. You hear the like, as it unlocks.
Malachi we'll go ahead and
After
put
you,
on
boss.
All right. Stay hidden until I figure out if this doorway is clear. Malachi's gonna put on his cloak.
Yeah, it's not hard for Gizmo and the servo skull to move back a few meters and then hide behind some piping and be basically invisible.
Yeah.
Malachi puts up the hood, turns literally invisible.
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, go on ahead.
And yeah, you just pushing pushing you open the door, like just enough to get through and then squishing through.
Yeah.
He's gonna. It's a fairly heavy door, and you hear like the hinges like. Actually, roll me a strength.
Why? It is a fucking door, Zach.
It's not very well maintained. It's very rusty.
Fuck you.
This isn't gonna like.
Ah,
Ah!
there. You can have my 28 and suck it.
As it is like it shrieks a fair bit, but it's like get it open enough and squish through. You see nobody on the other side. Well, yeah, you come out into this like a lot wider, like thoroughfare corridor. No sign of any immediate traffic, but you do see. No, you wouldn't see footprint. Yeah, it looks like the kind of place where people will come through when they're going somewhere, but not like a populated place. Just like a generic ass corridor.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do a quick little tap on the door, tink, 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 to go ahead and signal Grismo and the servo skull to come.
Mm-hmm. Do they come?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, they fall out. Grismo, Grismo and the Service Skull easily slipping through the gap because they are significantly smaller than you.
Mhm.
It's Malachi closing the door behind them. Or you gonna leave that propped open.
He's going to go ahead and close it behind him.
You go up and
Gizmo will help with his bionic arms too.
Grismo just boom, just closes it.
I don't know what was so hard about that.
He still has less strength than you, even with the bionic arms. He would have 25 strength with the bonus that the arms give.
Thankfully, you broke off the rust, so it's significantly easier to close. Just lightly close it. Do you lock it, or are you leaving it unlocked? You would have to spin the thing, and it would lock it.
Yeah, we can relock it. Trust me, Malachi's. If shit goes wrong, he's got his portal to get him
you
out.
got a portal. Yep, he's gonna pull it closed, give it a quick spin until you hear the click.
Mhm.
And then you're heading towards comms, as you are very roughly equal distance between the comms and security. Also decently close to the core.
Holtz went ahead and told him to go to comms, so we are going to head to comms.
Right, how are you going there? So you're
Alright.
are you stealthily walking up there? What are you doing? Because you do have a Gretchen and a Servo Skull.
Malachi's
Like,
first.
Servo Skull wouldn't be that weird. But a Grot would definitely be weird.
Yeah, Malachi's going to go ahead and look for. Does he see any actual air vents or air ducts?
As you look around, you notice, occasionally. They're not everywhere, but you see the occasional entrance to it in the roof.
Okay. Now the question is that do we take the risk by having the Gretchen go into the vents to possibly make it to comms, or do we have? You know what? Malachi is confident enough. He's going to ask if Gizmo would rather, instead of getting caught in the main hallways, instead go into the vents and try and make his way to comms, not get lost.
Yeah, vents sound fun.
All right, that's good. Good with me.
Yeah. What do you want to do with the Servo Skull? Do you want it to still follow you or go with the Grismo into the vents?
Considering that it's going to be, Sator has no way of communicating back to Malachi what the Servo Skull sees. It can't really scout ahead for him, so it would just have to probably go with the Gretchen.
Well, look, you would have basic ways it could bounce up and down or shake or bob to the sides, so you can actually yes/no things.
Okay.
They don't answer it because you can control how it flies.
Yeah, no, then in that case it'll stick with Maluki, basically.
And the Servo does also have the benefit of they're used by basically everybody, so even a pirate place probably has a couple lying around that they use on occasion.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't be the weirdest thing if it was spotted. They'd be like, who the fuck has a Servo Skull? It'd be seeing a drone flying around from there. Why the fuck is flying a drone here? But it wouldn't raise alarms or anything.
All right.
So you kind of lift Grismo up into the vents. It's a bit of a hassle because it's about 8 foot up. So you do have Grismo climbing onto your shoulders to get up there. But thankfully, the vents aren't locked or anything. He just goes up, pushes the thing, climbs up in.
All right.
You have this tiny crawl climbing up your leg to get onto your shoulder.
Just
Unless you
watch the hair.
Yeah, he climbs up in it. He climbs up in. Probably takes a small tuft of hair with him as he grabs it too hard.
Fucker.
And Grismo is now up in the vents.
I have a question. I have a question. Can Maluki just keep the Servo Skull with him and just hide it with his cloak?
Oh, well, the thing was that I actually had an idea of the Servo Skull was going to basically be leading the way, following the path, and then it would go ahead and do some sort of signal or gesture saying, oh, there's people here, warning Malachi to either put on his cloak or stand still, so that way, he's a lot better stealthy there.
It makes sense.
In the meanwhile, as he gets into the vents, Grismo would definitely turn on his stummer.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that would cover up the sounds of somebody crawling through the vents. It is small, but it's still clang, 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 clang with every footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even Grismo does have to crawl because Vent's like a foot high. So yeah, the things aren't made to get people to go through, not for long periods. So Grismo starts crawling through. Yeah, with it being in the vents, this is a very big penalty, but to see if the comm guys somehow pick it up. Not on my life. That's 5 degrees of failure, so nope, no idea.
If they actually get a bad enough failure, do they go ahead and blow off, like, this is background noise, just choose to ignore it?
Well, that's if they fail. That's like,
Which they did.
Yeah, so they fail. It's like they don't notice it or just wave it off as nothing important.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, the vent's making noise. Probably a rat. there's plenty. They don't have Lenny, so they have a lot of rats.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys are heading towards the comms with the servers who are kind of scouting ahead, prepared to start bobbing up and down if it notices a group of people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess Malachi. Well, technically Malachi or the server skull. One of you roll a stealth with a +20.
Well, actually, if I'm using my cloak and I'm literally just standing still, then
It's more to see if you run into people. If people show up at all. It's kind of like a luck.
Do you want the servo skull or Malukai to roll it then?
What is the roll?
So either works. It's a +20 stealth or move silent.
Okay.
Concealment or move silent.
Okay, I'll do it. It would be actually a +50 since Malachi is a stummer. So yeah.
Yeah, you are probably better off doing it.
Oh yeah, 87. They do not notice your stomach either.
Let's see. What was that roll? My is 0.5, really?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of as you start to head out, you hear a clanging up ahead, and quickly put on your thing as you see a guy in these mechanics overalls kind of walking towards the door that you just came out of.
Malachi wants to get a look at the guy. What does he look like, this average Joe? Does he have a uniform or?
Yeah, he's got the overalls and all that stuff. It definitely looks like a mechanic of some kind, but a very casual mechanic. There's no actual uniform. I'm just saying, a bag of belt of tools and all that. He's heading towards the door, muttering about fucking doors.
Actually, wait. Is
asshole at the door being a dick. He's angrily muttering to himself being given the job to head up and check on that weird door.
Okay. I don't think it. Okay. I have an idea. God, I want to shadow this person so that way if he goes into that sort of off-brand, if it is the door that we're thinking of going into the vent, then if we go ahead and go inside there, Malachi can stealthily take him out and then basically have his identity to take over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Malachi can steps over to the side so that he doesn't walk into him.
Yeah.
He's watch him walk past. So you see him blurry, fine, blurry.
Yeah.
He walks over and heads up to the door. And he looks at it, fucking searching himself. Eventually finds the key. Eventually, he's pats himself down, reaches into a pocket, pulls out a tiny scrap of paper, puts it back, puts in the code.
Okay. Malachi is going to
the thing.
Yeah, he's going to prepare for this. Malachi would like to go ahead and as soon as he goes inside, and I want to know if he shuts the door behind him, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so he steps through and do you try and squeeze in through with him, or do you wait to see what he does?
I want to see and wait what he does.
Yeah, because he spins the thing way more than you need to spin it. Just while he spins it, pushes it open as it stops, goes through, and he just closes it with his foot.
All right.
And then you see it spin again, way too much as he goes through.
Malachi is going to go ahead and he's going to attempt to go to a more secluded area, and he's going to portal back into that hallway.
All right. Where are you aiming for in the hallway?
He is going to be on the other side of the door.
just on the side of the door? You're not going for any kind of hidey holes along the way?
Oh no. If that was an option, definitely yes. I didn't know whether or not it was just a straight hallway. Is the thing.
Yeah, there are a few like small offshoots where I went up to like certain consoles or whatever for various kinds of maintenance.
Yes, you would go ahead and do that.
Yeah. So do you aim for like the closest one, or are you going a bit down? Like how far along do you want to?
Malachi is going to go a bit down, like halfway.
Yeah. So aim for about halfway down. So you're not gonna like be too fast or anything or too slow. Yeah, you take time to being as like careful and safe as you can. You take a couple goes, summon this portal, eventually get it, step through,
close it behind him, and then
yeah, shake off the dizziness, close it behind you. And yeah, so you're gonna wait in this corridor with your hood up.
Yes.
Mm.
I would I will go ahead and do that.
How long do you get in the hood? You get 4 minutes.
I
Yeah,
do
you
get 4 minutes.
It's a couple minutes, as the guy doesn't seem to be moving very quickly. He seems to be taking his sweet time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd gone further down, there might have been a problem with that, but you were close enough.
Appreciate it.
Like, what the fuck? Why is it taking him so long? Is he not coming down here? And like, as you're thinking about that, you hear a, ow! as you see the guy kind of coming up, rubbing at his forehead. Fucking pipe, asshole!
Tell me when he gets right by Maluki.
He kind of comes up, you still got the cloak up, so there's no way he can see you, and he kind of walks by rubbing at his head, dogs barely avoiding the other ones. He looks up. Pipes!
Pause right there.
Like,
Pause mid-scream, just like the fucking video feed like pauses mid him screaming with like the weirdest fucking expression possible.
Yeah, it's like it's the Detroit Become Human sort of decision. Dominate, kill, talk.
Pre-visualize all the outcomes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, what is Malachi doing? Is the guy's like right in front of him and doesn't see him.
All right, so he would have there's no additional willpower bonus for being unaware, correct? Like resisting psychic power.
Generally, they're not aware of it anyway.
I see. Okay. Okay. Malachi was going to go ahead and just stab him since it was an offshoot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a plus 30 for hitting somebody that's unaware.
And they cannot dodge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this guy is average Joe enough that if you hit, you'll kill him. Like, I'm not gonna make you roll to wound him. He's just like James the janitor.
All right, I'll go ahead and. What do you think? Should I go ahead and try dominate, or should I try just stabbing the fuck?
Holtz is currently in the pilot seat, like with it leaned back, going.
Fun game of Never Have I Ever, huh?
Turns out we've all done shit.
Yeah,
and
this guitar is just like stood at the door, eternally at the ready for if something happens that it needs to go. Just like weapons in his hands, just ready. Hasn't moved an inch in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, Malachi will go ahead and stab the man. So this is a big. I have a 4 out of 5 chance to get this. I feel like the Chaos Gods are here, though. They are going to fuck with me.
You have the basic attack. He is unaware, so that's a plus 30.
Yep. I get a plus 10 since his best craftsmanship.
I'd say you could also count this as a charge. You get the extra plus 10.
You're also unseen, so like I think that's an additional bonus.
That's the unaware.
That's unaware. That's if they don't know you're there.
I needed it! Okay.
Yeah, if you didn't need the plus 10, you still would have hit.
By 0.4. Fuck it.
Just for the hell of it, roll the damage just to see.
Yeah, 14 with 5 pen.
Yeah, he did. Even if I gave him wounds, he would have at most 10 with 0 armor and 3 soap.
Yeah.
He's kind of like as he's like walking past, Malachi just goes full Assassin's Creed and just eagle dives out and shoves the blade. What are you aiming for?
Malachi is going to go ahead and aim for the
jugular.
Let's see if he can cut off the guy's head so that way he can't scream.
Yeah, so you kind of like full Assassin's Creed card kind of come out and just swing. Yeah, it's kind of like you see like rubbing the head kind of turns the last second as just boom, head just comes off.
Damn, that's one dangerous pipe.
Yeah, kind of like anime style. He's kind of swing out for a second. It seems like he missed, and his head just topples forward, and blood just starts spraying out of the net as the body topples to the ground.
Yeah. Malachi is going to go ahead and let the access blood go ahead and spill out, so that way he doesn't get any on himself. And then he's going to begin pulling the body into the corridor.
Yep. Well, you would see that as that happens, the uniform definitely gets a bit of blood soak on one side where it falls off. So if you're planning to use that,
yeah, no worries. I was curious. Does it have a name tag?
it does not have a name tag. Actually, rather, you see it does have one, but it's for like Yamamoto, and this guy is not Japanese. So it is definitely not uniform. They got it from somewhere else.
No.
But it's also and it's also scratched out. Like very roughly scratched out the name. Because like they took this uniform from somebody else.
You fucking took my sword's name and fucking used it as that. All right, whatever. Does he have
It's not
No, not Yamato.
Yeah. It's Yamamoto.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a name. That was just a vaguely Japanese, sorry sounding name that they made up. That could be incredibly offensive. I have no idea.
Oh, no.
You just accidentally called him Dong Dingle.
Yeah, vaguely Japanese sounding names. But yeah, this is a white dude. That's not his name.
All right.
He's gonna call him into one of the side corridors.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like they have a reason, but presumably they don't come up here very often, so the odds of somebody finding it extremely low unless they happen to need to access that one thing.
Malachi is going to go ahead and actually search him. Since he had a piece of paper, I assume that was what contained the password.
Yeah, you kind of look through and it's like fairly blood-stained. You kind of pull out and you see 3335. It's just like hastily written onto it.
The Admirals! No, not the Admiral!
The Admiral janitor.
Yeah.
Mechanic. I keep calling him a janitor. He's not in the toilets. Yeah, you see that it's just like the numbers were hastily written on it. Yeah, he's got you don't really need to roll because you got time to just search him. So, yeah, various tools and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely did mechanics work. You see like a small knife and an auto pistol as just seemingly defensive weapons.
Yeah.
Not really anything else of note. There's no I don't know, you'd find a key actually, like an iron key.
Oh, Malachi would go ahead and pocket that.
And it's at Yamamoto's key.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Alright, boom. Alright, and Malachi is going to go ahead and after taking care of this body, he's going to make his way sneakily back to the door, considering that he went ahead and took him out without him creating a scream.
Yep, no kind of sound or anything. You just bundle them up there. I assume you get the head and chuck it in as well.
Yeah.
There's a large blood stain. Well, a large pool of blood. It's not even a stain right now. There, so if somebody comes up here, they'll probably notice the big pool of blood.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any mops or anything, but it doesn't seem like many people come up here since he wanged his head repeatedly. Like, even he wasn't up here very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go through, and probably as you go through, it's like a smaller spot of blood on one of the pipes that wasn't there before.
Okay.
Yeah, wanged his head really fucking hard on it on the way.
He wanged his head really fucking hard.
I know he rolled agility for him, he got like 88, so...
Ow. He was all right. He would have survived Malachi's blade if he didn't take the bonk on the head.
Yeah, he'd taken one wound and that was all he needed. He had 15 wounds to start with.
Alright.
Also, please do remind you, what is the service call doing right now?
The service score is kind of just... I mean, I guess if it would turn around to check for Malachi, you'd just see him gone. So
yeah, I assume you're just kind of bobbing around because it would have noticed the guy
Yeah. Do you want me to...
Yeah. Hiding in the corridor. Yeah, nobody else is going past.
Yeah. Do you want me to do something like an awareness check or something for scouting or...
I'm not going to make you roll unless something is coming up.
Alright.
Nice.
It's not going to have you roll when there's nothing to find.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
understandable.
keeping an eye out for if anything happens. But just bonk the door to warn Malachi before he comes back out or something.
No worries. Yeah,
Yeah.
Malachi is going to go ahead and he actually is doing something a bit off. He goes ahead, and as he makes his way to the door, like, he pulls out the sheet and stuff like that, looking at the blood stained, just like, all right, I know what I gotta do. And then he pulls out what appears to be I believe it's either a syringe or like a huffer from his thing. It's just like, Sager said this helped calm the mind. Bit of a stressful situation. I'm gonna need this.
What are you taking?
It is the what is it? The white void?
White void.
The one
White
that can
void.
not perception but willpower.
So
Yeah.
is white void inhaled or is it injected? Does it say?
It's inhaled. I'm pretty sure it's basically a cigar.
Okay.
Or at
Yeah, so
least we
you
can find it as that.
You're about to sit down and start smoking it on your way back.
Just
Yeah. So probably going through it fairly quickly and like throwing it on the ground and stomping it out when you get up to the door.
White void low stick.
This is some good shit.
Roll to d5s.
2d5s? Okay. Is this rounds, by the way, or minutes?
Minutes.
Okay.
It doesn't last that long.
Yeah, I was expecting longer.
Yeah, those will be hours. 7 minutes.
Alright.
Yeah, they just take a little bit to kick in, so like you're kind of through the door and out before you feel that like, everything's alright.
Yeah.
Nothing's going wrong, so nobody's gonna look in there. The bloodstain, nobody goes up those. And they certainly gotta check out the door. He's gone. He's not telling them anything weird's happening. It's fine.
How's Malachi's boots, Zach?
And yeah, you guys.
Zach, how is Malachi's boots?
I think that Malachi is smart enough that like if you were trading bloody footprints, you would have noticed before you got there.
Good.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Yeah. What's your intelligence and perception? I think you got plenty.
My intelligence is 44.
Yeah, they're both more than like 30. So yeah. Yeah, you kind of, as you went, you're like, wait a minute, kind of look down and see the footprints, and you kind of like, kind of go over to the guy and like rub your feet on him.
Oh god, yes!
Like you kind of look through, find he has a rag in one of the pockets, and just wipe your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you come back out.
And Malachi would actually like to cast a power on himself.
Yeah.
It is going to be the disguise power, and he's going to disguise himself. If it'd be all right, Malachi like grab the toolbox.
Yeah.
Become Yamamoto.
There was like a noticeable like red on the one side, and it's still a bit wet. You know, like half of it was in his blood pool.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything he might be able to make out, or is it just like little bits and pieces?
Hey, you could make out the server skull if you really wanted.
Wait. Oh no, I thought it was from the paper. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's just because like the body like fell into the spreading pool of blood, so some of it would be a bit red. It's not like soaked through or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, some of it is definitely like, noticeably wet, and like if somebody touched it and they'd pull the hand away with a bit of red on it.
No, I mean I just want to know what's on the paper.
Oh, the paper was just said 3335. It was just the code for the door.
Oh, I thought there was like more mission details or like
No.
instructions or anything like that.
You just got the code for the door and then went to presumably go check the door.
Oh my god, then yeah, if I know it's 3335, then fuck it.
Yeah, you already know. Gizmo guessed it. Gizmo just did the guessing until he got it.
Malachi is going to go ahead and leave the paper with him then, and once he makes it to the door, 3335, and he's going to cast disguise self on himself. Disguise.
Same difference. It does the same thing.
Yeah. Let's see how well he does with that disguise. 2.7.
Yeah. So kind of like as you're like getting up to the door, you can like take a moment to kind of like get yourself kind of like memorizing like the way the guy walked, kind of dropping into it, adjusting the tool belt to the right way, like getting into the character of the janitor or the mechanic. He's a janitor. I'm just gonna keep. He's the fucking janitor. I keep saying it. He is the janitor now. I don't care.
He was sent down there to clean.
Yeah, you kind of start like adopting his pose, and you 3335, open up the door, and you head out.
Yeah.
And where are you going?
Malachi is going to make his way back to the comms.
Mm-hmm. Are you having the service called scout out ahead, or are you going to try and rely on your disguise?
Malachi is going to have the servo skull scout on ahead.
Yeah, so I'll say, service skull, roll and Awareness, I think it is.
Good, because the servo skull will have surprisingly good awareness. Because it also has a scanner which gives a +20 to awareness checks.
Nice shit.
Yeah. Got a Auspex, right?
Yeah, they are specs.
So it's got a HUD.
Yeah.
Got the little mini map in the corner. It's like breathing when it.
Malachi also has good awareness, so if the service skill doesn't do well, would I be able to roll as well? Like for listening ahead, since
This is like the service skill is scouting. Like it's not gonna fail. It's gonna like, oh shit, there's guys there. Sorry, I zoned out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody will be able to get past it without him seeing it. It'll just be like if Sato kind of zones out for a second.
Yep. It has an awareness of +10, so it's a +30 total to a base perception of 45.
Give it a roll, man. Give it a roll.
Roll 1d1. 6.
6. Fuck, he knows. That's like 6 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.9 is 1 off of 7 degrees of success.
69, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, a tenth of 6.
We get the point.
As you guys going along, I'm going to say with that, like Malachi doesn't even need another roll for like fooling them or hiding. Especially, but that is the point: is Malachi relying on the disguise, or are you doing stealth?
He's going to be relying on stealth. Now, basically, a mixture of both, in a sense, where like he's going to go ahead and like act with purpose, just like he's going somewhere, like as a janitor.
Like the disguise is meant to be like, oh yes, I'm the janitor. Fuck off.
Yeah, just
like,
doing hitman stealth, basically.
Yeah, it's just like you put on like the psychic uniform. It's like, oh, it's just Gary. He's heading back. No,
Like, I like to imagine, like, just in case Malachi like turns into a corridor and like does the plumber butt thing where he like bends over,
showing all for people to view, even the servo skull.
Hitman stealth is actually a pretty good like analog for what disguise is like, because like it'll work on most people just walking past. But, like if you go somewhere where like that disguise wouldn't allow, or some people actually knew the guy, like it wouldn't fool them as much.
Yeah.
So actually, Hitman is a really good analogy for it, except it's actually take a costume. Yeah, it's sort of like a mix of it of like, you kind of spot them before they spot you with the service skull, and quickly decide if you think you'd be able to fool them or if you should stealth. Yeah, most of them you're kind of like, okay, and just keep walking with purpose, and like, oh, the janitor, and just keep going and don't question anything. A couple you're like, oh, they look like the other janitors, they might know him, so you pop up the thing and just stealth past them. Yeah, you get warning in plenty of time. Like you like work out a short code, like a little code thing with the servo skull.
Yeah,
so bounce in certain ways for certain people. And yeah, it's going fairly well as you are making your way towards the comms.
Yeah, and if at all possible, we can cut over to Grismo because I really have to take a leak right now.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
All right.
Meanwhile, what is Grismo doing?
So the goal here was to run through the vents to reach, where are we specifically heading towards again?
The comms.
Yeah, so he's gonna be doing his best to try and navigate through that to get to his destination. Is there anything that would be necessary for me to like properly gauge where I'm going?
An actual, navigation roll.
Navigation?
He does not have. I think trade shipwright would actually apply here.
All right.
Because shipwright would be like you'd know how to do vents and all of that.
He's gonna get lost a little bit.
Yeah, so he starts crawling around and finds he doesn't know how to get to the comms. And like things keep twisting around, and like he's trying to like follow in a straight line, and it turns off to the side. And it's like these vents are avoiding the comms. Like it doesn't know why, but yeah, it's like they all keep turning away, or like none of them actually lead there. They stop before they reach the comms.
He's like grunting to himself very mildly to avoid making too much noise, but he's quite obviously not happy about the idea of getting lost like this already. Let's see, what would he do at this point? I haven't fully fleshed out Grismo's personality, to be fair. So we're sort of developing him right now.
His only other personality was getting flamed in session 2.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. Should have died, but I let it pass.
Yeah. So, he doesn't like violence. He's going to probably run away from any of that.
Yeah, there's nothing violent. And you probably like occasionally see a rat and you like stare off for a second and then it scurries away.
Alright.
We keep trying the vents, like possibly like maybe he's just missing it and could try and navigate it again.
Well,
Like,
he's
if
already
he fails
stuck
that-
in here and he doesn't know how to get back to where he was, so yeah, he's gotta keep trying.
But I think like at the one fail, it's like you're not lost, you're just not able to find the way. You could try it again, but if you fail that, then he gets legit lost.
He'll see if he gets legit lost.
Alright.
He does not.
This is how we lose Grismo. You just literally lose Grismo.
Succeed at 1.8 degrees.
Yep. So yeah, that doesn't quite make up for the fail, so Grismo gets heavily delayed.
Yeah, so he's gonna be really late there.
Before he figures out, like, oh, fucking... I don't know how... Grismo realizes that what he thought was a wall...
Oh, for
Yeah, what he thought was just like,
God's sake!
what he thought was just like a wall was actually like a grate. It was just really dark and he couldn't make that out. So he goes up, pushes on it, and it opens up. And he realizes, oh, this had like a very slight separation between the comms vents and the rest. They could seal it off if they needed. Yeah, he goes through and gets into the comms area without just barely managing to not get lost. Yeah, and once he is in the comms area, roughly where is he heading? So what does he want to do?
Well, the end goal is to cut off all of their communication and figure out the information that we need, right?
Not cut off the communication. Just figure out the information where we need.
Yeah, it's like
Alright.
semi-high it.
Yeah.
Like figure out where they if they communicate to the base, like where is that going to?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so he's...
just bug out the. I'm just gonna say we might still want to cut out the comms in some way because of the dead fucking body. But-
I think my suggestion at least is that make the first priority finding out the thing, and then go ahead and cut it out.
Yeah, he's gonna try and find stuff out first.
Because like it's a pirate place, like finding a dead body wouldn't be the weirdest thing on a pirate vessel. Like,
Well, I mean,
Jim must have owed somebody some money.
Well, they did also go ahead and see the guy leaving too, so it's not like they're going to just go check.
Yeah, they knew where he was heading, but they're like, fucking hell, Jim's taking a while. It's just a door. Did he like kill himself in one of those pipes?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
somebody shanked him along the way because he owed them $20.
Yeah. Lovely.
Anyway,
That's a great way for Jim to go. Alright, so yeah, trying to find a necessary system that he could potentially patch into with his combi tool and such to try and figure shit out.
Let's say, either shipwright or tech use to see if he knows where that would be. If he could get it from the vents.
The tech use, he can't use his combi tool for finding it.
It's like
So
he
it would-
knows enough of the layout, which is why his shipwright would also apply.
I am using one of my two to re-roll that.
Alright.
That is slightly less bad.
Yeah, so he's not really sure. There's several places that it could be, but not sure if the vents would actually lead to it. He could get closer to it, but he would have to pop out of the vents and like cross a decent amount of space to actually get to it. Basically, the only spaces that he knows that he could hack into would be like actual consoles.
Yeah, so he'd be trying to like poke his head out of the vents very lately every now and then, see if he can spot anything.
Yeah, so roll me a some kind of stealth move silently.
Silent move with the stummer is a 74.
Nice.
Oh, I accidentally added 74. Ignore that.
Wait, it's still a 35 roll if you want to take it.
35 roll. Don't re-roll it. Just yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 35 target, 74. So just barely short of 4 degrees. I think
Yeah.
3.9.
Figures himself like climbing around, and like with the advantage of the stomach, like his clanging doesn't doesn't actually make any clanging because the stomach cancels it out with the opposite sound waves. I think is how it says.
You can neutralize sound waves and stuff. That is actually physics to a point.
Yeah, but it's like I just don't get how. It would have to, yeah.
It's advanced technology that, like, if somebody made that it would copy that noise, invert it, and then, like, at a rapid speed.
Yeah. I think that's how it's meant to go, but that just sounds real weird. Like, that'd be so fast.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, just, whenever he makes a noise, the stomach cancels it out. So it can, like, directly over some people and they don't notice the vents moving. So, like, one looks up, notices a slight quiver, but doesn't think anything of it because it's a pirate vessel.
They're
The vents do that, they're not the best maintained. So then as Gizmo is basically in the comms area and just trying to find the way to where he wants to go. You can cut over to Maluki and the service calls. You guys are getting pretty close. And you're noticing that as you get closer, it is getting more and more traffic.
Okay.
You're like actually getting into decent people now. Not just like one person here or there on the way to do something. You're finding a group.
Do any of them have any set uniforms at all? Or are they just like pirates? Like,
yeah, none of these guys seem to have uniforms. They'll be like, you can like roughly tell what they do just by what stuff they have on. Like, somebody who's gonna go and fix shit will generally have like tools on them. Like, they will have stuff on them suited to their jobs, but no signs of any uniform. Well, actually, you see some that have uniforms, but not that you would see on a space station. So clearly, it's taken from whoever they got it from, and it's worn because they wanted to
look fancy. Got it.
No uniform of any kind. Just you can kind of generally work out what people do.
Could, while Maluki is going across, possibly roll awareness to attempt to see if he notices anybody with, like, equipment that would be meant for comms.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me to roll. 4.7.
Yeah, so you start like looking around for a bit, and you notice one guy's kind of like sat back against the wall with this like, it's like what seems to be like eating his lunch effectively. There's that old style toolbox like lunchbox look. The kind of next thing he's got that open, he's eating a sandwich. He's got these headphones that are down around his neck, various like cords and stuff on his jacket. Definitely like some kind of comms officer.
Okay.
Just there eating lunch. Like it's got a few people here and there, but it seems like it's just like a corridor that he came to eat his lunch.
Is he
so
alone?
Go to, like, he's by himself, but there are other people like moving through the corridors reasonably often.
Okay. Yeah, Maluki.
It's like there would be a window where you could get him with nobody seeing, but it'd be like a minute or two. You would not have long.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's not going to go ahead and try and take him out or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, no, he can go ahead and try and do. Okay. By the way, also, would the white mist have run out by now?
Yeah, it lasted 7 minutes. It would have taken you about 10 to get it.
Got it.
And so as you're getting here, so your head clears.
Yeah.
Yep. You can use another one without risking addiction.
I don't.
Yeah, so you can use 2 per week, I think, before having to roll addiction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I feel like is extremely vague.
I agree, honestly.
You can use 2 back to back, and it's the same as using 1 on Monday and 1 on Friday. I don't think that's how that works.
Okay. Maluki is going to go ahead and try and attempt something. Okay. So he's going to go ahead and. Sorry, my heart is actually racing. This is a serious moment for me, even though I'm literally playing the tabletop game.
You ain't got no fate because you spent it all on NPCs.
Exactly, I know.
Yeah.
So he is going to go ahead and approach this individual. He's going to see, like, hey, what you doing down there?
For the oh god, I wish there was like a luck save in this game.
D100.
Kind of, but I want to see if there's like a skill I can have you on instead.
I'm literally asking, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, just roll me a d10.
Okay. 6.
And looks up, is like, hey, having my lunch. Fixing something? Wait, you here for lunch? What? Where are you?
You don't remember me, don't you? I'm your...
Credits?
Yeah, I am, but you don't remember that well, you and I are best friends, man. Come on. And with that, roll me a willpower.
Of course. Of course.
89. So I was gonna say that. I was like, oh, like, do I owe you credits? You're like, yes. His hand was slowly reaching for his gun. I owe him money. What's he here for?
Yeah, nah, man. You're my best friend.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, man. Light condition. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. And by the way, Zach, I rolled master manipulation for this, the flavor of this power.
Yeah, that's just like he believes what you tell him, right?
Yes.
Oh, you take 5 fatigue.
Yeah, I know. That was
I think that actually puts you to fatigued.
which is a minus
Damn.
10 on all checks, but that's fine with me.
Yeah.
What is this? I'm going to go ahead and say it was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, man.
No worries. Mind if I take a seat with you? As he goes ahead and like slumps down there.
For it. What's up?
I was curious about what have you been up to lately, man? It seems like we hardly talk anymore.
Well, been doing the comm shit, just monitoring all this shit, making sure the SDF isn't looking for us like they ever will be. Fucking cowards think it'd be coming in here.
Fucking God. Nah. They're not gonna find us here, trust me.
Dumbass cog boys thinking they're fucking perfect at their machine god shit. They don't even know we're here, dumbasses.
Exactly. Why do you think I chose the janitor force instead of those tech boys?
Yeah, I guess you have a better chance of wanging your head, but other than that, you're probably alright.
Yeah, gotta keep the stuff up here as he like taps his head. Anyways, wanted to go ahead since fucking being a mechanic, man, it's a lot different life. How's the life on the comms? What is that like? I'm curious.
No, ain't really a whole lot to say about it. Really, just sit at the console and see if we get any pings.
Oh, I gotcha.
But there's a boring shit your pants job. I haven't gotten the shit your pants. It's all been boring so far.
Now, what would you say getting from the main base? Shitting your pants or boring? Come on, that's got to be something big coming in, right?
I've had a couple guys saying that the Chancellor's going to be sending a message, but they say that every now and then. I've never gotten it. So it goes to the this bad guy. What's his name?
I think it's the governor, right?
Oh, not bad. Mad. Fucking hell. Mardic? I don't know, something like that.
Mad. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Zach checked, but he doesn't really know the exact name. He doesn't care.
No worries. Okay, it's just like, well, does the guy have a private comms unit directly linked to fucking the main base or something? Shit.
Yeah, it gives a jest to him, and then he decides if we get to hear it. Apparently, he hasn't decided that we need to hear it. I don't care.
Bloody hell, man. This sounds like a fucking... he is the boss. I'm not gonna argue.
His place, I ain't arguing.
Exactly. Ugh. I mean, in that case... Bloody hell. I went ahead and fixed a door down there. Fucking
door.
Yeah, I know, right?
Probably like 80% of your job, right?
Yeah, get it.
Doors, you'd swear to fuck. Hit him with a wrench. Why are doors so weird? They always break. The fucking doors. They should be the simplest shit.
Not only that, but it was just a fucking random ass place. Like, fucking nobody's been down there, homie.
We made the cowboys on about that, God, what do they call it? Machine life thing. They have a fancy name for it. I think, like, the doors are fucking alive. You gotta be nice to them.
Fucking, they're doors, man. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like, the fuck? Anyways. Man. Shit, where are you heading to after this? I'm curious.
Finishing up my lunch, then gotta head back to make sure nobody sends a message to my console.
Oh boy, hope you don't get any snooping eyes on you.
Don't get anything on there, so whatever.
Yeah, fucking true. Say, mind if I go ahead and come with you? I just got finished with my shift.
Sure. It's been a bit fucky. I can say you'll let it fix the screen or something.
Exactly. You know, I knew you were always a smart man.
Alright. He looks down, like, throws like the last of like an apple into the box, closes it, like brushes his hand, gets up. Alright, go on, man.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah. Just gonna go ahead and follow him. And yeah, we can cut back to Grismo if you guys want. Because
What's the server skull doing at this point?
Exactly. What would you tell me to do?
I mean, Malachi is in deep cover, so I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Yeah, you just see Malachi walk up and start just like chummily talking to this dude like they've been friends their whole life.
It would be a bit awkward to just follow him, I feel like.
Yeah, so what are you gonna do instead?
He could do some scouting, like, you know, searching around like the different areas of the base.
Would it be possible to also go into the vents or just general scouting?
He does have mechadendrites, so if he was in an empty corridor, of course, he might be able to.
Does it have mechadendrites?
He has a combi tool, I think.
No, I don't.
Well, that's like welding tools and that.
I didn't know if that would include a screwdriver, though, you know, to get in the vent.
Other than the general servo skulls.
That is a good point. It's like a Swiss Army knife combi tool.
Exactly.
It's like you could, but anybody looking would see a servo skull like bopping into it, spinning.
I'm just going to have the servo skulls scout around where Maluki is following this guy, basically.
Does he want to go in, like, up to comms, like, go into comms itself, or?
Not necessarily. I'm just gonna make sure that the servo skull will know the area of the comms, but we won't necessarily go inside.
It's like following Malachi, but then not going inside with him.
Yeah, it's just knowing where Maluki is.
Yeah.
While also trying to get more information and such.
Yeah, but not going into the actual comms building, you're going to wait outside.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, not too hard. Like, nobody remarks on a servo skull. Actually, this is a pirate place. Maybe roll one thing.
Roll to dodge.
Does the servo skull have any kind of armor?
Yes, it has 4 armor in total, 2 soaked and 2 because of machine.
As you're kind of flying around and hear a wind noise, look down and see a rock coming for it. Actually, no, like a screwdriver. They don't have rocks. They're in a space station.
Oh boy.
As somebody just going to yeet a screwdriver at it.
It's agile. Let me first roll to dodge. Its dodge is. It has a normal dodge and 30 agility. 1d100, 46. It doesn't dodge.
Damn.
It has 4 soak in total.
Alright, so it's 5 damage. Did 1.
It's primitive. It's primitive damage.
True.
Yeah, good point.
No.
Yeah. So would the servo skull armor be primitive? Because it's just
No,
like
It's metal.
It's it's 2 armor from its toughness, and then it's 2 armor from the machine trait.
Oh yeah, machine trait. Yeah,
Yes.
so this like thing flies up, kind of wangs into the side. Like the servo skull like goes flying from getting hit, doesn't get hurt. Flies off a few meters. You correct it, come back around.
I look back at where the where the rock came from.
Yeah, it was like a wrench or something. You probably didn't make out exactly what it was. Something got yeeted at you. Yeah, you look down to see what would look probably like quite similar to like a biker gang, effectively. The buddies kind of pointing up at this one, like laughing. And the one like rooting through some bags, probably trying to find something else to throw at it.
Remind me, how do flamer weapons work?
I'm sorry.
He has a hand flamer.
It's a code.
Agility.
Yeah, it just fires out like a cone, and they make an agility to avoid it.
Wait. Well, actually, okay. Hold on. You know what? This isn't my action. Fuck me. It's your consequences.
Holtz is just sitting in the shuttle with Sator, as Sator is playing with his fucking.
Sator have
like Call of Duty now.
Does Sator have like a screen that shows what he's saying, or is he just like living it?
I think it's an MIU, so it would just be him. I think.
He'd have I try to have a screen if possible, but yeah.
I'd say you could have a screen. So you got like a full thing. Gizmek could like jury rig something. It's like your eyes are, like projecting. Oh no, you don't have some other guys. But yeah, Gizmek jury rig something. So it's reading what you're seeing, getting this like very blurry image.
Holt sees Sator raise the flamer, and Holt just puts his arm down, like lowers it. It's like, no, let it go.
he raises the hand flamer. Holtz pulls up the plasma pistol to his head.
Because like you can still do it. Like Holt can't stop you because you control it mentally. But Holt is advising you not to.
Gizmek just next to you, just like.
Just like.
Gizmek's just gonna be like right next to Sator, and he's just gonna be like, do it.
Devil on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Essential giveaway position. Do it. It'll be funny. They'll burn the gits.
Practical devil and chaotic devil.
Mark down on the map where they weren't.
It'll seem real weird. You just flame at a bunch of guys. Do it. It'll be funny.
Oh god. I'm gonna mark down. I mark down how they look like and where they are currently on the map and fly away.
You like, note where they are, and then be back to you later, and then fly off.
Yep.
Now this is where we see that he's going to the gas valve to that one specific room, and he cuts off the oxygen, so they just start suffocating. Like a fucking psychopath. It's
And
great.
as you're flying off, you see like another like wrench flies past you, but misses you by miles. Flies worldwide.
Some other asshole in the head starts a bar fight.
God damn it.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that stage was just kind of hanging out, essentially keeping watch if anything weird happens outside.
Yeah.
Gizmek, do you want to cut over, or should we keep with Malachi?
Yeah, I'm all set now.
Yeah, so we cut over to Grismo in the vents, kind of like crawling around, trying to find somewhere that he can go, as he like looks down and sees Malachi coming through. And like looks down through one of the vents as he happens to be by the door, and sees Malachi coming through, like joking and laughing with this random guy.
Ah,
Oh, yeah,
interesting.
that's right. Everybody else would see the guy, but they see Maluki.
Yeah.
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah. It's not an actual disguise. It's like a mental disguise.
Yeah.
So I noticed you, and since I would assume that you would let Grismo know when it's actually you.
He can see it's literally Maluki.
So he just looks down through like the grid on the vents and sees Malachi talking with another guy that he hasn't seen before.
Grismo just looks down at this and just like, and continues going through the vents into the other parts of the comms room.
He's gonna keep trying to like find something that he can access to, or is he gonna like try and stay nearby to where Malachi is?
He's basically trying his best to follow along the vents near Malachi, because Malachi already seems to have an in, and his stealth stuff hasn't been as useful. So he's basically like trying to keep above Malachi as best as possible, but in the vents, because dropping down and just joining them wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not that hard. There's openings every now and then, and you're able to see him most of the time. For the hell of it, roll an awareness with a plus 40. Just to see if you manage to lose him.
Oh no.
Oh
no!
Yeah, for a very short bit.
Because if you failed enough, it'd be like you lose him and then follow somebody who from the back looks exactly like Malachi. Another dark-haired guy talking with the dude, just follow them. But thankfully, you only just failed, so you're gonna miss like decent portions of where they're going, and there'll be a delay when you're needed if you show up. So like if you're needed before Gizmo catches up to them. Yeah, Gizmo calling through the vents, following after as best he can. Yeah, so Malachi, you're kind of being led through. The guy's just casually talking and joking with you. You've been friends for years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, his character sheet.
You're the best. You're his best mate. You've known him for years.
Exactly, man. Come on.
He just leads you along. He comes up to his station. Sees just like random cogitator unit, like with the bank. It's probably like in this room, like a dozen other of those stations.
Oh shit. Huh. God damn, man. Looks like you got your place set up here.
Yeah, that's it. Just sit here, look at the screen, see if anything pops up. You see it's basically like a radar on it. And you see like, a fuck ton of blips everywhere.
My God.
Yeah. Asteroid.
What, do asteroids give off like a signal or something? What the hell?
Oh, I don't know, it's like it sends off something that bounces back. There's been one that's been hanging out here. I've been watching it to see how long it takes, but that thing's hanging around.
Fucking weird, man.
As he would point out, he'd be like, "Huh, that might be the Aquila." So I've been waiting for this asteroid to move. It fucking stay in there. It's real weird.
I bet they're gonna send somebody out to take care of it.
Yeah.
Fucking if it's
I thought some guy's just gonna head out with a rocket launcher and shoot it for the fun.
Ah, shit, man. Fucking, you hear about that? If you go ahead and go in space, you fire one of those things, you get sent flying back.
Yeah, I think, God, what was his name? There was a news thing like last week. Some fucker did that.
I don't want to see the aftermath of that. Oh, God.
I mean, there was an aftermath. He fired it one way, he went the other. He didn't hit anything. Moron, he shot sideways.
God. Oh, lordy.
I think we're better off without that guy.
Yeah, probably. But fucking A. Hope you guys got his gear. I hope they got his gear back. Like, holy shit, man. Don't want to lose that shit due to some asshole.
I don't know. It's just a news thing. I think he kept it. I don't know. He might have dropped it. Funny.
Fair enough. Malachi's gonna continue. He's going to actually like look around, see if he sees any like what is the comms? Is it a specific comms room? Like, are there other people nearby? Just
yeah, there's like stations with like similar cogitators to his. Like all of them seem to be like different different parts of the like radar system. So like he's looking out like this way. Another guy's looking out this way. There's like different sections of it, scanning out on like the full 360 of it, just scanning for things. But all of them just like not seemingly paying the most attention, just like glancing at it and like some like reading books. One seems to have a porn book open, like a porn slate, just going through it casually.
He flips the data slate sideways for some reason, just like as they in some porn magazines, you flip it sideways. There's like the photo that fully comes out, just like oh.
Yeah, he flips it sideways and the shirt falls off.
Oh.
Yeah. One guy doing that, one guy reading a book, another guy's just like picking his teeth and looking bored. Yeah, none of them paying the most attention, but all of them there because they have to be.
Yeah. What? Are they most of them armed, like, with stub pistols and stuff like that? Just basic shit?
They have like auto pistols and knives.
Gotcha.
They have something for if somebody tries to shank.
Malachi went ahead and heard something along the lines of that, the governor goes ahead and gets special messages, I believe, right?
He said like, yeah, on occasion there'll be like a thing through from like the chancellor or somebody else, but it just gets forwarded directly to him and then he decides if everybody else hears it.
Bloody hell. And here. Mind if I go ahead and take a stroll? I need to go ahead and see if, like, fucking anything's broken here. Gotta look busy.
Yeah, anything, huh?
Don't worry. I'll be back if I can't find anything.
I'll tell you if something happens.
Smart man. Yeah, Malachi's gonna begin, like, strolling around looking. Sort of, like, looking at the pipes, like, checking the integrity, but in all reality, he's just snooping.
Yeah, roll a awareness. Nobody's really paying enough attention. They need to roll a deceive.
All right. Let's go ahead and see.
Whatever.
2.8 degrees.
So, what are you looking for?
Malachi is going to look for. He has intelligence. He does have intelligence. That's a smart. He wants to go ahead and try and see which cogitator would be like like, is there a specific main cogitator or an important cogitator that looks like it would be that where these signals would come in? Like, the sort of main thing that the governor would go. Like, something that's off limits to all the other, comms.
I think you would find, like, checking this, like they call this place the comms, but, like, this one room is for, like, the radar. They probably have, like, another place that does the actual comms. This guy is just, like, checking, like, the scanners, effectively. You need to see, like, a fairly, like, big screen, like, at the end of the room. Like, very roughly show you. It's, like, almost like a classroom. Like, a long room. It's, like, cogitators all lined up like this. And there's like a big screen on the wall at the end. It's kind of like that. It's very much set up like a classroom.
Is the kind of big screen emulating like all the things on other people's cogitators like here?
It's blank. Nothing is on it.
Interesting. Okay. Is it a screen or like is there an actual terminal connected to it?
It seems to be like there's a small terminal, but it seems to mostly be like a screen.
Okay.
It's
Interesting.
like if this was a school, that would be like the blackboard.
Interesting. But well, yeah. Besides, so this appears to, instead of comms, be actual radar. Then I suppose.
Yeah. These guys do the scanners. Presumably, there's other rooms that do various different things that all fall under the umbrella term these guys use for the comms area.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll go ahead and make his way back to his best friend forever, BFFC's. I was gonna say, bloody hell, man, this place is fucking huge. God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything broken? Oh, anything not broken? Probably better.
Trust me, I don't want to make anything broken just to give myself a job. Fucking boss will rip my ass if I do that. Fuck comes up on that big thing over down there, big cogitator.
Yeah, that's if there's any important messages that he decides we should see, popped up there.
What? He fucking have like a holotape, all fancy ass?
Yeah, just kind of forwards it up to there, and we all get to watch it. Well, whoever's in here at the time gets to watch it.
Shit. Well, fuck me. Sounds like you guys have movie nights. He begins chuckling.
Kinda. Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Well, shit, man. Fucking. Well, I know that I'm going ahead and. Well. Shit.
Hey, you want to go to hacking shit? Maybe we can actually get a movie up there.
Trust me, I know a guy, but fucking we would get caught. Did I
before we got vented?
Yeah,
almost worth it.
Lordy, what so fucking, I thought you guys were the comms place, the fucking communications. Just seems like you guys are radar. The fuck?
Yeah, this whole place is calm. Sorry, thought you knew that. Yeah, the actual, like, talky guys are down the road.
Down the road? Oh, like that?
Yeah, that, like, he points and you see, like, out of one of the windows, there's, like, another room, like, across, there's, like, a short hallway, and then there's another room which looks almost identical.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they do the actual listening shit.
All right, real shit. Tell me, how often do people get confused, like, fucking coming in here? God damn. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we should clarify more, but nobody gives a shit.
Fair. If
since we even got an actual message from anything important. As he says that, like as if it's on cue, you see the screen across the room flickers to life. And you see, essentially, like, if anybody's played XCOM, you see, like, the chairman shows up.
Ooh, I like this.
He's like, yeah, this like, humanoid figure. It's hard to make out his male.
Oh, really?
Female, but...
Really, it's the chairman.
Advent is lying to you.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it is also
That was a sound clip.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It is also that style of voice, but it's very clearly heavily modulated. Like, it's been put through, like, 10 different filters to make it impossible to tell what the voice is.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's kind of like steepling in front of it, and it's just like, it appears you have angered the rogue trader. I warned you not to assault them, but you did anyway. This Captain Holtz is probably fighting against you now. I don't know his methods enough to tell you his plans or strategies, but I know a bit about this crew, so listen the fuck up. The captain himself, skilled talker, and good commander of his ship. Beware of him getting any men to your side, and don't take that ship in a straight fight unless you can get him outgunned. So, I will clarify again, since you didn't seem to listen to me the first time. If you see a ship called the Blackstone, captained by a guy called Holt, either is it true, don't fuck with it unless you outnumber it like 4-1. It will mess you up. There's an orc on his ship. There's a bunch of tech stuff, and it's an orc. Don't take it in a fight unless you really fucking outnumber it. Don't mess with orcs, and it's gilded tech, so don't rely on tech-based defenses. They have an astropath that goes out with them reasonably often. I'm able to figure out exactly what his specialty is, but he hasn't thrown any fireballs or lightning or anything, so he's probably the more subtle kind of psyker. So he might be able to mess with time, buff up his allies with psychic stuff, get inside of your mind, or pretty much anything else. So if you see a guy with a blindfold, be fucking careful. They have a navigator who is weird.
Sounds about right.
He is, of course, a navigator. So beware of his fucking eye and don't look at him. If you see a guy with a bandage or a helmet or something covering his forehead, do not fucking look at him. You can get behind him, fine, look at the back of his head, but do not look at him head on. I don't know exactly how he fights or manages things, that's kind of hard to get, but I've seen some references to drug use. So he might be enhancing himself, creating poisons, or any number of things like that. If I learn more, I'll update you. That other rogue trader is here as well, the Void Spear. I will emphasize this again. Leave him the fuck alone. Seems to not be wanting to get involved, or at least is unaware, just doing some kind of deal with the fabricator. One rogue trader is bad enough, but at least you shouldn't fuck with the one that's twice the size of the biggest ship that you have. Holtz, you might stand a chance again. The Void Spear, I could take on the main base itself. I'll update you as I learn more. For now, lay low and hope to fuck that he decides to just take those 2 ships that he took and leaves. I doubt it. He seems the type to stick his nose in if he can get a benefit, and he'd certainly be able to ring the fabricator for some benefit. So, hope he doesn't get involved, but be fucking ready. I don't know what he will do, so be prepared for anything. I fucking mean it this time. Don't fuck this up. Cancel it out. And it fades out.
Malachi is going to stare at it like a moment, almost like in shock, just like, whoa.
Gizmo just sort of like stifling laughter in the vents.
It cuts to Holtz, like, sneezing ever so slightly, like, someone was talking.
Everyone on the Aquila simultaneously sneezes. We's getting sick or something. I didn't even know I could get your Yumi cold.
I've heard sneezing is contagious.
That's yawning. Sneezes are not contagious.
Thank you,
Just not turned around, is still looking at the door. It has not moved an inch in like the half hour they've been gone. Yeah, and Malachi's friend is like, Glad we should know that. Fuck! I was saying we don't get anything interesting, okay.
Seems like it's my lucky day.
Yeah. Good. Perfect fucking timing for coming in.
Oh my god.
What the fuck do I do with this info?
Honestly, I don't fucking know, man. I'm just a fucking mechanic.
I don't know.
I guess I'll,
I ain't gonna be attacking the ship anytime soon.
Yeah, fucking, what was that about? Fucking two ships coming after him?
Okay. And actually, for reference, the service call is outside. So it'd be like a minute later. To say to all the service call, you see like a screen, like a projector in the ceiling kind of flickers on, like project like on one of the walls is that same message.
We get to see this from the Aquila.
Yeah, so you guys see like a very hazy, like distorted version.
But
He's scared of me.
If there was no sound, let's just say that fucking Gizmek did something we don't know.
Yeah, so it could be, it's either playing the sound or Sato is like repeating
I mean,
it to them.
considering the fucking like amount of times I've fucked with speakers, I think that's sort of a default for Gizmek.
You can do that, and it doesn't really matter. So yeah.
Yeah.
And if you guys want, there is a handout with the message. I ad-libbed a bit, but it's the same it's the same info. I just ad-libbed it a bit. Because I cannot read speeches without fucking it up.
Councillor's
On
message.
my arm. I'll show him then.
He said he was a druggie. By the way, you got any more of that? Share a little bit.
He's behind the chair.
Going ahead and checking something real quick. Interesting that he automatically assumed Malachi could warp time, even though he has no time warping abilities yet.
One of the examples. It was like warp time, enhances allies, get in your head. He's like, he's not an obvious psyker, so he'll be doing other shit like these are some examples, so be fucking afraid. It's a psyker. I don't know what he does, but he does something.
He does scare. Alright then. Interesting. Oh. My gosh, man. Bloody hell.
Was he saying something? Sorry. Go ahead.
Seems like the boss is gonna be on my ass if I don't get back to work soon, especially with that message.
Yeah, you got anything to be fixing?
Nah, I gotta look busy. Well.
Don't go attacking any ships or orcs.
Oh, I'll try not to.
What the fuck are they telling us this? What are we supposed to do with this? I can see why the captain normally just gets them and doesn't tell us probably more of this shit.
Probably. Anyways.
Pissed off the rogue trader, though.
Bloody hell.
Fucking dumbasses that attacked the rogue trader. That's like the one thing he told us not to do.
I guess they're pretty greedy.
Fucking hell.
Are you leaving, Zach?
No.
Oh, I thought you had to go somewhere.
Nah, I had a dog.
I'm gonna go ahead and check the comms, bro. Fucking sounds like there's going to be, well, more messages coming in. I don't want to go ahead and I want to make sure that that place is fixed.
Yeah, you might as well.
Hey, by the way, any of them gonna get pissed off if I come in there? Haven't been there a while. Don't know if I need like any clearance or shit like that.
I don't really know those guys. Just knock before you go in or something. Make sure nobody shoots you.
All right. Thanks again. He's gonna wait for the guy walking out.
Are you up for poker later?
Yeah. We'll see you then.
If I can get back the money I owe you.
You can try.
Actually goes back for the poker game later.
Yeah. Malachi.
Yeah.
Malachi comes back, adding 5 profit factor somehow.
Has somehow gotten like all of the ship set up.
One dude, he gets the wealth of a small town.
Malachi, how? You don't want to know, Captain.
Things, Captain. Things that I regret.
I mean, with the right knowledge, Malachi could just like look at everyone's hands and play it perfectly.
He does wear a blindfold, so that puts him at an advantage. That's where Holtz is coming in to possess Malachi. I'm gonna make a profit factor.
Yeah, you go across to the actual comms place.
Fuck you! Fuck the Discord chat. Nobody understands what's going on. That makes it even worse. We just have a bunch of people shit talking in the Discord, and meanwhile it's just us reacting to it. That's all you get.
You're back to normal.
Yeah.
Getting across to the actual comms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go across and do you knock?
Malachi's. Well, is there any windows?
Yeah, there's one of the walls is basically just glass.
Is it like a vault style, like glass screen from like Fallout or some shit?
Yeah, it's like offices. You know, they only have the one glass wall, like looking out over the building.
Malachi is going to go ahead and I just had a quick question for a subability. The sneakies. If he uses dominate on somebody, will they know after they've been dominated?
Not sure. Give me the actual flavoring for it.
Okay. I'm pulling it up on Rogue Trader just to get the full document. Basically, it lasts for as many, rounds as his psi rating. It's basically sort of like considered a puppet thing, but at the same time, I'm kind of going off the path of psychic stuff, like mind stuff, is usually subtle. If they were controlled,
Yeah, so does it specify at all?
I'm checking. For range willpower, basically, if they're suicidal, they can go ahead and try and use another opposed willpower to try and break hold. If they fail, they can kill themselves. The range of the account.
Yeah, I think it says controlled as if he were a puppet. So I think when it ends, they're aware they were controlled. They wouldn't be necessarily aware it was you unless they knew you were a psyker. Like, somebody was fucking controlling me. What just happened?
Yeah, no, I don't want to put the place on high end. That's why I was just curious about my options,
Yeah, like I think that one, because it says you control them as a puppet. That's you don't control them.
If you follow it up with like a mind wipe kind of thing, if you have something like that.
I have reprogrammed, but the thing is that it's 1 meter. They go catatonic as soon as they do it, so they just drop to the floor.
2d5 rounds to do your reprogram, and it's fairly obvious.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, reprogram is like you get somebody out of the way and do it to them over there.
You just like tell them being controlled is no problem. Don't worry about it. Roll willpower.
And then I'll just go ahead and fucking put in their heads, hey, you're my best friend. Fucking tell me what was in there.
I don't know why, but that sound you made while going catatonic made me chuckle.
Yeah, because Zach and I flavor that just like, they could just keep on resisting until the thing. And then we just realized, wait, but, it's 1 meter. So if they just got out of a meter, that's it. So they'd have to be catatonic.
Yeah. Like if you had, I just saw it, where the fuck? Puppet Master. I think in that, they drop into a nightmarish dream state.
Yeah, but then I drop catatonic, so the janitor just...
Yeah, so you need to find, somewhere to, lie down.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's a pirate place, somebody might shank you while you're doing it. It's like, hey, an unconscious guy. Shank, shank, shank.
Give me your shit. Okay. Maluki is going to go ahead and... he wants to go ahead and see inside there. Are there, people of... what do you call that?
It looks almost identical to the radar room. There's just various people there with their headphones, kind of looking around in a confused thing of seemingly talking about the message they just got, and occasionally glancing down at their screens.
Interesting.
It's again not the most attentive like the room.
I would assume that they would have communications to all communications on the ship, correct?
You can assume what you want, sure.
Okay, so I would also assume that they would be the ones to have sent the janitor or the mechanic to go out and actually repair repair the door.
Could be.
So with that deduction out of the way, they would probably know that if the mechanic came in there and does searching, he wouldn't have gotten an order to come in there and fix anything, or a request to go ahead and fix anything.
Not that exact guy, but you can also disguise yourself as a general repair guy.
Okay.
Because you convince them that you are something or someone. So rather than I am James, you just go, I'm a mechanic. You can it's a psychic disguise. You basically put on an illusionary clothes that you make them disbelieve.
Okay, I didn't know whether or not it was okay, so I could say that with a comms worker then.
Yeah, so I think the best way for that is Doctor Who, the psychic ID. Just go, hey, I'm with the press.
And then you go ahead and show it to them.
Yeah, they see the ID and oh, okay, I'm sorry. They most of the time will believe it, but they can go, wait a minute, I don't have you on my list. You shouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they'll generally believe you and go along with it unless there's a reason not to.
All right, yeah, Maluki would, if he can, go ahead and find a quiet spot to rechange his disguise if possible.
You don't even need a private spot. You can just do it as you walk.
Well, I mean, I don't Okay, I didn't know whether or not they just see the instant change of like guy to random
It's
Jim.
more, yeah, because remember, it's not an actual disguise. It's like you kind of change the way that you walk. You stand differently. You kind of slouch in a different
Subtle.
way. Yeah, it's like you're acting like a certain character, and then it's like psychically emphasizing it so they believe it more.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're just being an actor and making them believe it. Is getting into the role.
Yeah, and as Malachi begins to go ahead and knock on the door, I think we should go ahead and cut back over to Grismo, since he would see that. Well, I mean, okay, are we putting Grismo out of action since he's delayed now, or can he go ahead and get a chance to like?
Grismo's just events following you. I don't know if Grismo will be doing anything.
He's sort of waiting for like a signal of some sort to drop down and actually do his tech shit.
Yeah, it's like would Grismo be trying to like make Malachi aware that he's there now?
Maybe drop a coin from the vent nearby.
He could pull out like something from like lint or whatnot, or like a rat corpse or something, and drop it out.
And it gets a rat that he killed along the way, he pulls the thing up and throws it out.
Yeah, so you just see a rat corpse next to you as you're outside here and nobody's around.
And the rat corpse looks up at where it came from and you see Grismo like waving at you.
Yeah, Malachi will go ahead and while he's not saying anything, Grismo hears in his head through telepathy, actually, since he can go ahead and do that. He goes ahead and says, all right, inside this room is the comms, the proper comms of the connections. I need you to go ahead and, is there any possible way you can go ahead and try and hack into them from there? Because, well, there's a fuck ton of people in here.
I think Grismo would know that would be like the easiest place to hack from, because pretty much all comm stuff would go through there. Even if it gets automatically redirected somewhere else, it would hit there and then bounce to where it goes.
We recently got he would go ahead and also inform him since Grismo was in the vents. We also got a call from the director, so this is the best time now, more than ever, to go ahead and like hijack the communications and like pick up where it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Grismo can telepathy communicate with Malachi.
Yeah.
So I think Malachi can just keep that going as long as he's nearby.
It does not cause any psychic phenomenon, and it is just a free thing he can do.
Yeah, you can sustain it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can just keep that going so you guys can just mentally communicate.
Mm-hmm. Hack the system. You can do it, man.
Hack the planet.
Hack the base! Launch it into the sun!
I'd say, yeah, Gizmo, he couldn't really do it from the vents, but if he could, like, get to one of the consoles, he could do it really quick. Like, within, like, a couple of minutes, he could probably get enough. Obviously, the longer he has, the more he can get. But with a couple of minutes, he could probably get enough to manage, unless they're really hiding. So you're heavily infected, then it might take longer.
Alright, so instead he's actually saying, from the vents, not gonna happen. I actually need direct access to the things. You'll have to create some sort of distraction.
Distraction. Alright. Yeah, Malachi wants to go ahead and peek through the glass again. How many people are in there?
You peek through, there's about 12, give or take.
12?
There's 11 right now.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, the one.
Okay, sorry, I'm right now checking my powers to see if I have any ideas. Okay, is there an actual entrance area? Like, is there an air vent inside of the room? Like,
yeah,
Malachi can see.
You can vent through the room, because you have to have air vents to everywhere you're in a space station. Every room has to have vent.
And are all consoles occupied currently?
All but one of them. They're kind of like in like a rough thing, but they're near their station. So you can tell, okay, that one doesn't have a guy at it.
Alright.
Or except for one of them. It's like they're roughly near it, some have gone up and moved around, but you can definitely see which one is theirs. They're close enough to it that you can tell.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, you see, this is why I go ahead and ask questions. So, so here's what I'm thinking. I wanted to first ask, with the power sensory deprivation, that's sort of Malachi's old makeshift basically tearing invisible power, blocking one of the 5 senses equal to people up to his willpower bonus. Would he be able to possibly block? Well, actually,
you could block vision, and he has a stummer, so they wouldn't be able to hear him.
yeah, but the thing I'm worried about is there an overseer, like watching over all the people at the comms?
Yeah. And there is they notice that they are now blind. They know.
No,
they know.
well, no. The thing is that if they look over,
You just block them from that one sense. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be like they would look over and they'd just see a blank terminal, maybe some typing if he's not curious.
Yeah,
it's like choosing to ignore somebody.
Yeah. So you make them ignore them with that sense.
Yeah. I was wondering if
can you affect a large group at the same time, or is it one person?
I can affect up to 5 people with it. So I was hoping to do it possibly with the 5 closest people.
Yeah, you could get half of the room. So unfortunately, they're milling around, so it'd be a risk that one of them turns and happens to look that way. Yeah. But it's possible, especially since Grismo is short, he'd be pretty much covered by the console. So they have to be fairly close to actually notice him.
What do you think, guys? You guys want to take this risk?
You are the one in charge of this operation. Holtz, I mean, his eyes are currently outside, so he has no say on this.
Grismo's
going again.
Sensory depriving the peeps, basically to go ahead and or the ones nearest the console to ignore Grismo, and he's going to go ahead and sneak in, hacking into it for a bit.
Do you want to do it?
So you're telling
I'm fucking asking you.
Grismo, yeah, he's asking for us, just for sake of everything. Grismo has basically been told to follow your orders for this mission by Gizmek.
Out of character, I think this is a relatively good plan. It's a little risky, but I feel like Grismo has enough to as long as he can get to events and you can just cause enough of a distraction to smooth it over.
Yeah.
Because, Zach said, he doesn't need long; just needs a couple minutes.
Yeah,
max.
Yeah, no, we could go ahead and do that. Malachi would go ahead and have to cast sensory deprivation then. And
I will say, just because this isn't normally how it works, but I will let you do it. I'll say if you push, you could affect all of them.
Ooh.
It would be a small psychic thing. Okay.
You would have the high chance of the psychic phenomena, but you can divert it if you don't roll horribly.
I will take that. I will take that chance.
All right. So roll to do it. If you get doubles, then you're fine.
All right. That is a push. It is going to be. Does that have to be the max of what it's pushing? Yeah, I think it's 3 to 4, right?
Yeah, just basic push, and you're good. You
Okay.
can push it. You can push as much as you want to give you a bonus.
Okay.
It also gives you extra on the table if you fail.
Okay, give me one moment. Here. I went ahead and checked the actual push button on here. It's a bit clunky. Mind if I go ahead and put it in myself? Because I remember all the stats. Yeah. All right.
You increase your psi rating.
So it would be. Got it. Okay, I got the stats in there.
All right.
I could have also done the white void to increase it up to 7 people. That would have.
Well, it's your willpower bonus in people.
Technically, it would be. Yeah, that would help. So I would say Malachi would have to do the white void in order to get everyone.
Yeah, you white void and then slightly push.
Yeah. All right.
So with that, you can void and then push, but it will only give you a plus 10 on the table rather than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah,
1 point.
Yes, you sit outside as the worker and have a fag first.
Yep.
Before you go in.
Fucking British slang, goddamn.
Yeah, I hope cigarette, so I didn't know if you guys had that slang.
No, that's not American slang, but I know exactly what you mean.
It's not having a gay person, don't worry.
He is having a low stick.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Sprinkled with powder.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be cast on Grismo, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you cast it on the people and then block what you want.
Yeah. All right. And then I got to go ahead and roll.
But if that would have been doubles, that would have been perfect.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, it wouldn't have got it.
Yeah, so D100 plus 10.
That is still not a pass, so it is just a text scoring.
Well, you can pick, so it's 60, so it'd be A shrill keening rings out across the immediate area, shattering glass and forcing every mortal creature that can hear it, including you, to make a toughness test or be deafened for D10 rounds.
No, I don't want to draw that much. Well, actually,
It's either that or you're fucking with tech within 5d10 meters, and you're in a very tech-heavy place.
It is only true. Let me go ahead and pull up this thing again. Let me pull up this thing again.
Pull out what thing?
What was the side effect? The down effect? 60.
60 was the Banshee Howl. Does shatter glass.
But it does shatter the terminals then if they're made of glass.
No, the terminals are mostly metal. They have like one bit of glass screen that isn't really vital for the thing.
So it's either we deal with tech complications as the distraction is going on, or
doesn't it only like blip out in tech unless like their weapons jam? It's like a very brief.
It blips out.
It malfunctioned momentarily. Yeah, it's either basically the whole glass window will shatter and a lot of people will be going deaf, and it'll be very noticeable. Or the tech stuff is going to shit out for a minute. People will definitely notice that, but it would be a lot less sourceless. It'd be a lot more sourceless than a loud scream. So yeah, tech scorn would probably be the better option for being stealthy.
I'll do tech scorn, and luckily for me, Malachi didn't bring his bolt pistol on this mission, because otherwise that would trigger another psychic phenomenon for jamming.
Oh.
You did bring Grismo, who has cybernetic arms, and 5
Yeah,
health.
but they were best quality.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Because it does D5 damage in Grismo.
I very specifically rolled for best quality, I'm positive.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think you did. It's just love the idea that Grismo just fucking dies in the vents due to his arms killing him. It felt rolls a 5, knocked unconscious as he strangles himself with his own arms.
So, yeah, as Malachi goes ahead and just sends out this wave, I'm assuming that, the
Roll
it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, roll 5d10 meters. See
Oh, yeah.
how much an area it affects.
23.
Yeah, pretty big area around. Basically enough to be affecting both rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you do that, you kind of reach in and kind of, reach into all of their heads and block out this. Oh, it is technically opposed. I'm not going to do it for all of them. I'm just doing one general. Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, so you reach out and you feel like it connects with all of them, but then you feel that like the psychic backlash that kind of shoots out.
Yeah.
And you see all of the consoles start sparking and freaking out. Like, whoa, what the fuck?
I would like to go. Could I go ahead and flavor? Malachi at this time would pretend to walk by, and I'm assuming the actual door, if it's metallic, begins like going up to.
No, the door is normal. The door is not metallic.
But the lights, I'm guessing, flicker and stuff like that.
Yeah, the lights are flickering on and off. The machines are flickering and making sparks. He went to like, whoa, what the fuck? Can we get the guys?
Malachi's gonna go ahead and since he's nearby, he's going to bang on that door. Just bang, 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 bang.
What?
It's a mechanic. Is everything all right in there? What the hell was that?
Fucking hell, you're fast.
Dude, I was passing by. What the fuck happened?
Hey, come on in. I don't fucking know. Come in.
All right.
Mechanic guy. Fucking wow.
Malachi goes ahead and he's going to come on in. He's going to be like, he's going to act like nervous. Just like, oh shit. Did you guys lose any information? What happened? Like, is your guys' terminals all right?
Yeah, so the guy who's near you is just like the one nearest the door. Is like, I don't fucking. We got
All right, I'm coming in here.
Yeah, we got the message from the guy. We were talking about some stuff, and then all this. I don't fuck. None of us were even touching him, were we? So I was shut the fuck up.
Oh god, you guys. You better not let the governor better not find out about this. Otherwise, you guys
fucking fix them. We didn't even touch them, man. What the hell happened?
I'm working on it. Now listen here. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this right here. I gotta inspect some shit. Oh god. And yeah, Malachi's gonna begin he's going to basically just look around, begin checking the IT work. He's going to actually also be talking with people, just all right, what comms were you doing? What comms were you doing? And I think we could actually cut over to Grismo, since, he's the sneak.
Hi.
Seeing that with Malachi saying that you'll be invisible. What are you doing?
So Grismo is going to see an opportunity when people aren't looking at him, silently open up the vent above one of the consoles and drop down Considering his agility, that should be pretty easy.
Roll a silent move because they will still notice your sound. They just won't notice, like, they won't see you.
Yeah, let's. I still have the stummer. Stummers.
They're distracted.
I am using my other reroll, and this is my last one.
I was going to give you a plus 20. You don't need to reroll.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, 0.5 degrees of success.
Because they're distracted, there's like a bunch of sparks and stuff going on.
And
You
then
guys drop down, and you hear, what the fuck? You sort of kind of freeze. You see one of them, like, fucking vent, like, pokes at it to close it.
what the fuck is and like it's coming over. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Grizzly kind of sneaks around, sort of running between legs. And then, like, nearly bumping into people a couple times. They just like, randomly step out for no apparent reason. And Gizmo gonna, like, run for one of the consoles near the back so that they won't be seeing him, and then try.
Yeah, he's gonna go for a relatively isolated console, like sneak over there. He's trying his best not to like let them notice the motherfucker.
And he's pretty small, and none of them seem to notice him, so he can be pretty quiet.
And he's gonna go for like one of the lowest and most accessible consoles to him, so he doesn't have to like strain and jump up and make himself more obvious.
Yeah, you can kind of climb up onto one of the chairs that's fairly low. Like a really tall guy was at the thing, so he had a really low. He just had as like a stool, which was making us hop onto easily enough.
He has to wait until like things stop freaking out as much in order to actually access it, I would assume.
Okay. Wait a second, and it stops freaking out. Yeah, so Smash say, okay, I'm gonna fix it, and then it's all fine. As the text one wears off.
All right, hold on. I gotta go ahead and make sure you guys didn't lose anything. Fucking also check out that vent. What the hell is that?
What the fuck? What? They're fine? What just happened?
Now I'm gonna use the reroll.
This is the weirdest day of my life.
God damn it!
Damn.
Does any... Okay, this is
Don't
the
you have
last...
like wait? You have a combi tool.
Yeah, that is with the combi tool. His tech use with the combi tool is 53. So basically a 50-50.
You're going to get something, you're not going to get a ton of info, and it's going to take you a little bit longer. So we'll see how long Malachi keeps them distracted for. Right, man, so are they fine now? Can we just, like, get back? Like,
Hold on. I'm fucking...
Fine.
Malachi's going to go ahead and, like, begin inspecting each machine. This one looks good. This one looks good. All right, fucking... This one's
Get on
good.
that. Fine, what happened?
I'm fucking working on it, all right?
Come on, we gotta get back to work if they're fine, man. They combine see as you're stood here, holding our dick.
I'm work one at a time. All right, you
But
can
just-
come up. You
Are you still like techno, like telepathy with Gizmo? Right, Gizmo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Passive.
All right.
Yeah, Malachi would say he doesn't have a lot of time.
Gizmo just turns. Gizmo in his head is just like, tell him to take a lunch break or something.
Fucking guys, this might actually take a minute. God, what did you guys do? And like,
fucking do anything.
just go ahead. Okay.
You think we all did the
Listen.
same exact time?
Hush! This environment is relegating me to right now, and if you want me to fuck something up even more, it's going to be on your ass. And if you want me to fucking do that, oh my god. Listen, I'm gonna need some people to step outside or shut the fuck up.
Tell me either command, deceive, or intimidate.
Deceive.
All three would work. You get your plus 30 from deceive, I think.
Yes.
And from that, I'll give you another plus 20 because they are pirates. They aren't massively attached to their consoles.
0.1.
They're a little bit hesitant.
Yeah, so you're like, fine, but if the boss comes, you're explaining this, all right?
Fucking, what do you think I'm doing, huh? All right.
Fine, I'll get out of your way. Yeah, I see most of them kind of move to the side of the room, like a couple head out, like, oh, lunch break's soon enough anyway, fuck it.
All right.
Yeah, someone's like, getting out of the way and like, right, fine, man. If the boss comes in, it's on you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of out of the way and giving Gizmo enough time to get the shit that he needs.
Is there anybody actually in the room at all?
Yeah, so a couple of them leave, but most of them are kind of off to the side to be out of your way.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's 11 in there, a few of them left, so there's like 6.
6. Got it.
Kind of scattered around the room, just like, back to, like, picking at their teeth, looking at this. looking at their data set and seeing what, if anything, happened to that.
Fucking. Oh god. Okay. Listen, I gotta go ahead and grab my fucking tools because whatever the fuck just happened. Oh god, there's gonna be need replacements.
What do you need?
I need to go. Oh my god.
Carry your shit?
What do you mean? Do you think I'm expecting this? God! No, I'm not a fucking miracle worker. Okay. You stay right there. I'm gonna be right fucking back.
They look fine. Are they fine to go? They look fine, man. I'm just gonna go back to it.
Okay.
Go back.
You can go back if they're fine. Fucking, I need to go ahead and grab some stuff to double check, but if it looks fine, fine. That's whatever.
Alright, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Emperor. Primarch.
Alright. And he's going to go ahead and, like, have Grismo, like, motion to him, Grismo, to follow him.
Yeah. Grismo, like, pulls his finger out of the port. He has, like, a USB stick in one of his fingers. Yeah, and you reckon you got enough info to find the base.
Nice. And with that, with Maluki, you...
Yeah, so I'd say with the just barely a success, but the decent amount of time, which would effectively have given a plus 20, that would be that Grismo has enough, like, you found a couple messages coming from here to what is likely the base, so you grabbed a couple in case, and then you also grabbed a copy of the message that the guy sent, just in case it might be helpful in some way.
All right.
Unless there's something else specific that you'd want to try and get.
I don't think he can roll another tech use, can he?
No, I mean, if you would rather get something else rather than, like, the message from the guy. Like,
he's assuming that... assume that Gizmek is doing what he's been told to do, and he's been told to do this job.
Yeah, he told to get stuff about the base. To be like, okay, get that. Yeah, would he like get a copy of the message from the Chancellor then, or are you focusing more on the base?
It's related to it. Maybe you could trace it back. So yeah.
Yeah, and it seems to be like, from him. Maybe he's on the base. Yeah, grab that. Grab a couple of the messages that seem to be going there. Hope that you can track them later. So you should be able to. They didn't seem to be encoded, but also you're in a rush.
Yeah,
it's not guaranteed. But yeah, reckon you have enough info.
Maluki is going to go ahead and look for Sator's servo skull.
As you head out of the room, you'd know you affected the guys in the room. Everybody outside will still see Grismo. Because you affect certain people with it. But you do see there's an entrance to the vent in the hallway. You'd have to get him up there before anybody sees you.
Yeah.
Grismo's just like, I need a prop up.
Maluki, yeah, we could prop him back up.
Just roll a concealment, I think. This isn't actually moving around quietly. This is just... both work, really. I don't know exactly what the difference is.
Fuck it, hold on.
Whichever one you have a skill in.
I don't have a skill in either, so this is going to be a risky roll.
If Grismo has it, he can roll. Whichever one you have it, roll.
What is the skill? Silent move. Oh yeah, I have size scrawny, so he has an additional plus 10 that I haven't been rolling.
Yep.
I'd say for him, Malachi's also there, so...
oh my god!
Do you want to re-roll it?
I have no rerolls for Gizmek left.
I thought you had two. You only used one.
I did. No, I rerolled the second one for the tech use that got me the 1.8 instead of the negative 2.5.
Well, why did you use the second one?
Scroll up like 3 rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, the first one that I got, I used really early. Both of the rerolls didn't do enough.
Alright, I didn't remember using the first one.
The first reroll worked, but the second one didn't, I think.
Yeah. I'd say so. Yeah, you kind of struggle with him and kind of feed him up there. Somebody comes by like, "Hey!" You see that kind of shove him up there and quickly close it. It's like, what are you doing? What are you putting in the vent?
Fucking servo skull.
It's like fairly beefy guy who's got like a chainsaw on his side. It's like, hey, what the fuck, man? Why are you putting a servo skull up there?
Fucking get a check what came in there.
He's gonna get grinded up in the fence. Get the fuck out of the vents, man. Can't be putting the shit up there. That's bad. Right. You don't put solid shit in vents, man.
All right. I'm working on it, and with that fucking.
Just tell it. Can't you just make people believe you?
It costs him fatigue to do it.
Yeah.
It's the problem.
Mhm.
He takes 4, he goes unconscious. He passes out from too much strain. He rolled a 5 on the last one. Actually, no, you don't. Oh no, yeah, because you have 5 willpower and 4 toughness. Yeah, it is not. So you can try other things in there. You have other things that you can do.
I know, I'm looking at my powers, is the thing. Trying to figure out what I could do. How far is this guy from? And also, does he look like a main guard or something?
Yeah, he looks like some kind of security. He's got a chainsaw and a bolt pistol. He's not drawn them because he thinks they're just an engineer. He's like, what the fuck? He's a fairly beefy dude. He's approaching, but for now he's about 10 meters.
Alright, I have
10 meters and closing.
I have a 60% chance to pass with Master Manipulate. I have...
Going through the maths.
Yeah, I am. That's what I do, man. I could go ahead and dominate him, but that would only last... Actually, wait. Never mind, actually. That's actually a good idea.
Question, would have the white void lasted long enough for Maluki to still apply to this?
Yeah, you have like the... did you roll the
d5s?
I don't think
roll for this one. Roll 2d5s.
Yeah, I'd say that bit in there would have taken about 5 minutes. Yeah, you got a couple minutes left.
Nice.
Fuck it. Malachi's going to go ahead and dominate this man. He's going to dominate.
Dominate this man, put him in the vents too.
60, he fails. Jesus Christ. He couldn't
Yeah, you
succeed.
don't need it.
Malachi's just...
What the fuck?
Yeah. Come on! What are you doing putting this thing in the vent? What the fuck are you doing? And he's going to go ahead and have this man walk over and, like, he's going to be standing underneath the vents. What the fuck are you doing? You know, he's trying to cause as much attention as he can.
Oh,
Like-
so you having the guy walk up saying that?
No, I'm having the guy go ahead and, like, Malachi's yelling at him, so that why did he put shit in the vents?
Oh, Malachi's yelling at him.
Yeah. And,
Whatever you tell him for... how long does it last?
it is going to last, 5 side rating, so that would be 50 seconds. So he's going to go ahead and say, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Putting shit in the vents. I gotta go get shit." And then he's going to run off into a corridor, and then the moment he gets out of eyesight, immediately put on his cloak.
Yeah, so you run around the thing, put up your cloak. Are you doing anything else with the security guy, or just having him stand there for a few minutes? For like 50 seconds.
You know what? He's got other things to deal with. Have him roll another willpower. This time to resist suicide.
Oh no!
That's an 86. No.
Oh no!
So,
Aw, no, we are the baddies.
so that goes.
As he's just stood there, does he just like get out his chainsaw? Or bolt pistol?
And he goes ahead and he says, what would he say? I'm sorry, I'm thinking of some final words for our poor victim here.
Just fuck this place.
Victim.
It's a...
He's just doing when he encountered the Malachi.
It's a governor forgive me and fucking blam himself.
Yeah, governor forgive me. Blows his own head off.
Yep, and he'd be under there while Malachi's making a getaway.
Yeah. Says the loud bang as the bolt pistol goes off.
Yep, Malachi's invisible, which is good.
And yeah, you definitely just a fuck ton of people coming out like, what the fuck? Who just shot him?
Seeing the smoking fucking gun in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would just hear the bang and see a headless guy be like, what the fuck? Who shot him? And then they come and be like, okay, what the fuck? He shot him. What the hell? Yeah, there's a whole lot of confusion in the comms right now. I'll say, roll a just to see if you've run into anybody, because people are moving around what the fuck? Just moving around at speed.
Could it be awareness? Could it be silent?
Roll because you have it. Yeah, you're dodging around the people. Because it's an agility-based skill.
Can you get a bonus for being invisible?
Yeah, I was going to give you a plus 20 for being invisible.
This is the 50-50.
I believe it.
Hey, that's the willpower from last time. Never mind. I'm reacting to that. I thought I just like glanced under my microphone pole arm in front of me and saw 8.3, and I'm like, hey, wait, how the fuck can you do that in a 50-50? Yeah.
All right, this is a 50-50 chance, though. I'm really fucking scared. Never mind, I'm good.
All right, you're fine. You were scared for half a second.
Yeah, HUD down, keeping an eye on her, like quickly sidestepping and dodging out of the way. You're able to hear well enough. Managing to step out of the way. So, people probably hearing footsteps, but there's enough people moving around that they don't think anything of it.
Yeah.
Bounce around, probably feel like the cloak like maybe whapping again a bit, but again, don't notice it. They don't run into anything solid. Yeah, you get to the doors and come out.
And Malachi is going to...
A bit of panic on the outside as they all hear a bolt gun go off, or a bolt pistol, which is very loud.
Yeah.
But people are like, why does somebody just shoot in there? Like people like with the weapons out, ready something happens, but not knowing what the fuck. Because
I hate to cut you off, but Malachi is fucking not caring about these details right now, since he's literally just trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yep, yeah, just getting the hell out.
Yep, and he's going to try, if he can, to make his way back to the doorway or someplace that, you know...
Should I do another move silently for getting through the vents without being noticed?
I think there's enough commotion that nobody will notice the vents make a bit of noise.
All right, yeah. He's running along. He's got the stummer on, and he's a tiny dude, so...
Malachi, as you're heading out, you would think, oh, the server skull doesn't know to come with me.
That's fine.
Okay, so you're just ignoring it and going?
Yeah. Malachi went ahead and did his fucking job.
Right. So yeah, I think you managed it inside where it's a lot more crowded, so you kind of start like, weaving through the crowd easily enough. People are like, what the fuck just rushed me? But you're gone before they really realize anything was weird. Like, you bump into somebody, but like, hey, assholes! They turn to somebody else.
Yeah.
Punch them square in the face, start to brawl in
I'm
the...
gonna say, as you go outside, you just... as you go outside, you get to see the servo skull just flying in circles.
Yeah, you would have heard, like, via the servo skull, you would have heard the loud bang of a bolt pistol going off inside the comms, where you know Malachi and Grismo are.
And this is where we start the new catchphrase, beware of vents.
Yeah, what would Sator be doing when he hears a bolt pistol go off from where he heard his friends? The one shot, nothing else. And then panic.
Fly the servo skull in a circle to represent panic.
What do I do? Yeah, fair. Just panicking.
I hope that Malachi wasn't the one who shot that.
So Malachi just heading out.
Yeah.
Gizmo is gone, so we'll have a Gizmo roll for navigation later.
Yeah.
So Malachi just get to the edge of the room where it's less crowded. And, like, would you like try and like rip off the cloak and get the servo skull's attention there, or you just leave?
No, fuck the servo skull, man. He wants to go back to the fucking door.
Yeah, you just start heading back up. Yeah, kind of going along. You start to run out of breath. You start to like run out of breath. Find a side alley. Okay, go.
Yep.
Actually, do you want me to roll an awareness to see if I see anything?
He's invisible. He is fully
all.
invisible, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes around invisible, finds a side alley, whips it off, takes a few breaths, puts it back on, and goes.
Understandable.
Yeah, Malachi suggests getting the fuck out.
Yep, and yeah, once he gets, tell me if he does make it to that back door. Like, I hope to God there isn't one fucking vital, it's coincidental guy, he's just standing there.
Yeah, nobody else has any reason to go in there.
Thank fuck.
Yeah, as you get there, it fades out to the point where you don't even need the cloak anymore because there's nobody around. And you just you just walk up to the door.
He puts.
I'll just roll the navigation for Grismo.
Yes.
Since he's already been through, I'll give him a plus 30.
Points one.
One.
I like to. Okay, can I flavor this? So Malachi puts in the code for the door as he opens it. He's just like, fuck. Grismo will open the door. He'll go ahead and be able to get the code. Shit, I don't have time. He's going to, as he's shining the door, Grismo sticks his foot in the door. Just.
Instead of fine. He just closes it on his foot.
Oh, no.
Face.
Yeah, he grabs it and like grabs the little man and drags him inside, locking the door.
Yeah, come here. Wait, what the fuck was that? You just go.
And yeah, no, Malachi will. If we pull him inside, Malachi locks the door behind it, and he's going to go ahead and portal back into the shuttle since he has enough range.
Question: would the servo skull see Grismo through the vents?
No,
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
I think you lose a servo skull.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, I think, yeah, that's pretty much the result because the servo skull can't open doors. It couldn't get out.
He could flame everybody. That would be pretty funny. Now you can flame.
Yeah, so it's like Malachi and Grismo pop back out. So it probably Holt like shakes you and you disconnect from it and see that. You're like, huh, how do I get the servo skull out? Would probably be a thought that the sailor has.
I'm gonna play. You just say first.
I was just be like, yeah, just find some like spot to like trash it so that no one else can use it. Bring it
I'm
back
just
to
gonna
us.
fly. Can I fly the servo skull back to the entrance or whatever?
What are you trying to do?
Fly the servo skull to the entrance.
What? Wait, it's closed.
Yeah, so
No.
you can fly it back to the door. The door's closed. They can't open doors.
They're gonna say, "Give me a minute," and go and leave the shuttle.
No! Malachi will put his sword up to there. You are not going out there. We are leaving.
Teleport outside.
I'll get you a new servo skull.
No.
How
It's
far
the
can you
reason- Let me fucking explain.
No!
I literally
Fucking, this is bullshit! How much money did you spend on the servo skull?
I think fatal teleportation is something that he would have to be able to reasonably get to.
yes,
I
but
don't-
I'm a fucking voidborn, so I can't I just? I mean, like,
Because you don't actually teleport, it's you slip into another world where you just happen to be over there.
Unless
You
you don't
slip in-
provide a good explanation right here, right now, Malachi will go ahead
You
and
slip
willpower
into-
and dominate
you
and say,
slip
"You are not
into
going
a-
out there."
He slips into a timeline where you didn't close the door behind you.
can't I just open the door when I get there? Get the servo skull and teleport back out by using a white void, which gets me to 100 willpower with the teleport because it's already a 20 and I have 60.
It is just a servo skull. We literally have we are putting ourselves at this is unnecessary. We
It's
literally
pet
won.
attachment, man.
A servo skull is like,
Dude.
what, scarce at best or at worst.
Dude, we will buy you another servo skull. Please.
As much as I am for like just leaving behind, the Skitari that's there would be like, all relics are variable for the machine spirit. I could attempt to retrieve it if you wish.
Mm.
No.
Skitari isn't gonna leave a servo skull behind without like at least suggesting that he goes and gets it.
We have what we came for, yes?
Yes. We did not get
Grismo?
caught. We may have caused chaos, but yes.
Yes.
Alright. We're leaving the servo skull. I'm sorry. We'll get a new one.
Fine, 1 second. I'm just gonna overcharge the hand flamer, go to those bikers if I can find them, and
There you go. There, give it a fucking an honorable
For
detonate.
the hell of it, roll an awareness, see if you find them.
I'm just gonna roll. It's like 75 or roll 1d100.
Yeah. It's a good chance that you do.
When I find them.
He did it.
Yeah, you find them. Roll your damage, just for the hell of it. See if you do manage to kill them all.
Oh boy.
I mean, they have to roll agility and then they get set on
Yeah,
fire if they don't
I
dodge.
rolled and they failed.
Hand flame. I think that out of everything, I might have forgotten to fucking note down the damage on it. Let me find it in the book.
It is the hand flamer is a D10 plus 4, I want to say.
Yeah,
But
it's just for the hell of it, it doesn't really matter. 'Cause, yeah,
Plus 4.
they sort of send on a suicide charge of flaming those guys.
whack, whack, whack.
Sato goes just like a full.
It jams. It jams.
It's damage, not fighting.
The damage still goes off, but it jams.
That's pretty
Just the
funny.
one flame out and then jams as the survivors whip out pistols and start shooting it, and other people join in as they sort of shoot flamer. And doesn't have any other weapons, so Sato probably would Sato like try and like ram somebody in the face or something.
I think it.
Just get a full suicide run.
It's a full suicide run, so yes.
Like, as just being shot, pieces chunked out of it, just rams somebody in the face as the screen cuts out.
Headbutt.
Yeah. Headbutt at full speed, going like 20 miles an hour.
Worth it.
Either dead or a severely fractured skull.
Uh,
The mission is seemingly a success.
Seemingly.
Seemingly.
Technically.
You didn't get a great tech, but you got what you need. Seemingly
we didn't-
enough for
No,
success.
I'm guessing no extra info.
Well, you have to get back to the ship and examine it.
Yeah, it would have been like a 0.5.
Yeah, roll me a pilot. I'll say a plus 20 because you already know the route, and the comms guys are a bit distracted right now.
I have plenty of rerolls. I haven't burned one. I burned one last session for like
Used
shenanigans,
one.
but yeah. Excuse me.
Easy.
Easy 5.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Yep, easy mode was just. We see like the radar screen that shows it moving, that shows the random asteroid moving away, but nobody's looking. That's all outside. The guy's fucking dead! What the hell? And fucking shot himself in the middle of the room. What the fuck? James loved life.
He loved life.
He was getting married next week.
The pressure got to him, man.
You know, the people that put on the biggest smiles on the outside are often the saddest on the inside. Robin Williams, rest in
3
peace.
days away from retirement.
Oh god.
And he was still angry!
And yeah, you guys successfully get away with only the one casualty.
With murder?
0 fate points fucking spent by Maluki. That's pretty good.
Okay, sorry, 2 casualties. There was also the janitor that wasn't a janitor.
That wasn't the jam.
What about the dudes that were getting flamed? Flame still goes on.
Correction. Multiple casualties.
Many casualties.
With 2 casualties that were actually necessary, and 5 that were just to fuck you.
Perfect.
Just to fuck you through a rock at me. You're alive now.
I like to imagine that the story is like the skull like realized it got a rock thrown at it, went and picked up a flamer, and then came back.
No, it already had a.
People would
It
assume.
literally, yeah, but you literally already had a fucking hand flamer on it. Oh boy.
They could have made distance, they wouldn't notice it was armed.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys get away, you get back to the ship.
Maluki.
Gizmecha, roll me a tech use for examining the stuff.
Alright.
Yeah, if it was okay, I was going to go ahead and ask Holt something while we were on the fly back.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm just having him roll to see what he learns.
No worries. I'll wait for this.
On the way back, what do you do?
Combi tool, talented tech use. He can probably electrograft into it once he gets it onto another machine.
Holt, you happen to see the message that fucking got displayed?
Yes, I saw.
Oh, I rolled it as Grismo, but that's Gizmek.
I saw a little bit of that from the servo skull's eyes. It was very grainy and staticky. However, the man seems very well informed.
Yeah. It's almost sus.
Dear God.
I'm interested in how he got this information.
What?
Not that he has very much of it.
Do you think we might have an imposter among us?
Fuck you.
That is sus, guys. We gotta get out red.
Sator punches you with his power fist.
Call him vent.
Oh god.
Well, technically, Grismo was in the vents.
Yeah.
Grismo was at comms where James died.
Oh my god! Malachi and Grismo, Grismo were the imposters.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. We played Among Us, lads. Yeah, I'll shut up.
Among Us.
Yeah. But yeah, it's unlikely that there's an imposter on our ship. Otherwise, they would know a great deal more about us, I imagine.
They'd happen to have spies, maybe on the planet? Or maybe there's somebody on our previous ships that's, well, maybe...
Cough, cough. Look at the Walkers campaign.
That doesn't... Okay, out of character, that has nothing to do with fucking them, though.
Or does it?
It's true.
Dun, dun, dun.
I love how I accidentally spoiled my own campaign. Just like, no. Oh shit, I'm supposed to keep that secret. Never mind. Maybe.
It could have relations to this. You don't know.
I have to go ahead and call a Zach in self-defense. You don't know.
Holt says it's unlikely that it's on our ship. It's likely he has contacts throughout the sector. Man's probably well connected. He doesn't know enough about us, though, to be really, truly concerned. This is just basic information that anyone can figure out if they paid attention at all.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't know if that changed any plans at all. Do you think he might know about our thing? Well, our event.
He was expecting us to retaliate.
Sorry if I'm clicking, by the way. I'm trying to figure that out.
I don't think he expects us to attack the way we are retaliating.
I see.
Well, we should be more prepared, though.
That is true. And Grismo?
Yeah.
Hell of a fine job.
Thanks, boss.
Does Yizmek go ahead and say, "Oh, I'm the boss stuff. He's just a newbie."
Now Gizmek turns to the side. It's just like, no anymore. You're back with me. All right, boss. From what I've gathered, Gretchens just have a tendency to call whoever is stronger than them boss. Sort of like all the motherfuckers that came to my store called me boss when I was the fucking cashier.
How you doing, boss? Yeah, that's pretty much all Malachi wanted to say, unless anybody wants to chip in.
And then we get back to the ship and we silent run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get back to the ship, Gizmek, the ship turns and heads out. Doesn't matter if you're spotted. And yeah, with the silent running being 10 away, and then would be about an hour later, they wouldn't be distracted, but they got other ship that they're concerned about, so I'll just kind of give it to you that you managed to get away.
Okay.
The ship takes like a couple dings, but it's fine. You just buff it out when you get back to dock.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just head back, or you could head straight there. Yeah. So
let's see what information we get.
yeah, Gizmek spends how much do you succeed by? 4 degrees. Not long, like half an hour, if that. Messing with them, trying to find where they came from. And he finds, with the counselor's message, you find that there are so many levels of encoding on his voice that it would be pretty much impossible to find out the voice without rendering it completely unusable for that.
Zach, I just want to go ahead and say, the fucking... Yeah, so you're going ahead and trying to figure out where they are, but I just want to go ahead and say the encryption on his voice is very impressive.
Yeah, I'm just giving you stuff in an order.
No worries.
Yeah, so is that, you wouldn't be able to find out the identity of the counselor, not with this you really fucking will. For the base, you managed to kind of you find a couple of the messages. One of them was completely unrelated, just sounded similar. But the other one you do find, it bounced off things that were weird, so you don't know... I know, you got 4 degrees. So you know pretty much the exact location of it, which is a... Did I put these plans? Did I put them? So I need to check my phone.
They are somewhere.
Yeah, so on the Roll20 or on my phone, I need to check where I put them.
Guys, he's on the Forge World. Dun, dun, dun.
So what you're telling me is that he's on asteroid B.
Yeah, it's on one of the asteroids. There's a bit more info, and I'm just trying to find out what.
If you want to, we can. If we just say, yeah, it's on. We know the location. That'd be good if we want to continue our.
Yeah, you know where the location is. It is, yeah, it's fairly close to from going from the planet. It would be about 2 hours. It is fairly near the edge of the system. So it kind of seems like it was made so like somebody on there could like retreat and bamf out. Like it's fairly close to the edge, so it would only take like a couple hours to reach like safe warp travel distance. Like at like the edge of the asteroid belt. It is a fairly big thing. It's about 3 times the size of this base, and yeah, and yeah, you wouldn't be able to figure out anything about its defenses from those. And with the 4 degrees, I would say that if Gizmek wants, he could find out a very rough location of where the counselor's message came from.
Would this be another separate tech test?
No. So with how well you did, you can either find a little bit more info about the base, or you can find the rough location that the counselor's message came from, which is different to the base.
Out of character, would Holtz want the other information more? Realistically, Gizmek would probably say, "This guy runs the whole thing, right? We'll take him down a peg," and would want to find the dude and kill him.
And also, to be fair, this could be also, if the counselor is really playing safe, he could have a body double, like a fucking, or like a setup.
Yeah, I mean, like, Holtz doesn't really have anything against this counselor dude. Like, the fact that he's, like, giving him, like, such, like, a wide berth, like, hey, specifically, do not screw with this guy. You know, like, Holtz doesn't really have any particular grudge. He'd also, like, want to know more. Like, he does, like, if the guy's stupid enough to stay there when we begin an assault, you know, that's on him. Because like Holtz is planning on launching like a large scale like surprise assault on the base with like between
so
like a pincer attack.
You expect the guy to either leave, and you also don't care about him that much, so you're better off getting more info about the base.
Yeah, let's just get more info on the base then.
Right. You're gonna see like, don't need that, and you focus more on the base. Anyway, find out is about 3 times the size of these ones. Significantly better defended. There's like actual like point defenses, like they could shoot down fighters and stuff. And you do find that it has like pretty much like a garrison fleet of what was it? They had the light frigate, I think. They're like a capital ship, kind of the leader of the pirate fleet ship. That one hangs out nearby, and 2 to 3 raider size ships will hang out there to protect it. Exactly which raiders depends. They trade here and there, but unless it ends up getting sent off somewhere else, which they only do when they really need to, their biggest ship is always there to protect the base.
Gotcha. Holtz would with that information in mind, unless there's anything else, Holtz would like, you know, try and like contact the fabricator on the base or on the planet from where he is and ask how preparations are going, if he needs to like return to the planet and wait, or
the listening post shall be constructed within he would give very specific down to the nanosecond because he is a fabricator, but it is essentially like about a day. Maybe another day before that's from where you are getting to the base would be 4 or 5 hours. A bit longer if you went slowly.
Hey guys, you want to go attack this base right now?
Nah.
You get there in like 5 hours if you really want.
If you really wanted to, you know, just saying.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I'd like to, you know,
not do that.
Yeah.
Go back, maybe get Maluki's ship, and then go.
I
mean,
I think we can just chill with the Blackstone for right now.
Agreed.
Because like,
right.
We're not really planning on doing like a fucking like ship battle assaults. Until we're planning on taking over like the AA guns and then getting into ship battle. Basically, like having like a huge home field advantage, or like take the home field advantage away.
And we could also blow up their own ship with those guns, so yeah.
Also, if we're going in there, the Blackstone is definitely going to go ahead and need the astropath choir to provide it protection and
Yeah.
cruise down to planets. Hell,
So it's like for like a rough reference of like how strong the base would be, it would be between like a battle cruiser and a proper cruiser. It'd be in that range. Of, like that's like the amount of guns, the amount of armor, the amount of shielding, and you'd be very beefy.
So Zach, just for clarification, in the Rogue Trader rulebook, it just says like cruiser is the highest thing. Is battle cruiser like above that?
Yeah,
Battle cruiser's
light
below.
cruiser
Like
and-
regular.
yeah, there's light cruiser, battle cruiser, and then cruisers.
Okay.
Yeah, they're three of the same class. Just get a little bit bigger.
Okay. So cruiser is the biggest.
Yeah, it's like cruiser is battle cruiser. So yeah, it would be
I
pretty
just,
much like the biggest ship that you could hold.
Reply to you to the size ref.
Yeah, I'll just pin that actually.
The cruisers are in the bottom right. The battle cruisers are right
Yeah,
next to them.
Yeah, so it's like the equivalent of like pretty much like the biggest ship that you can really get without being like an actual admiral. But it's like a space station. Like it's not maneuvering or anything. It just has a lot of guns.
Okay. So
So
it's
it'll be
basically
dangerous, but it has zero maneuverability. It just sits there. Yeah,
So,
so
yeah.
it'd be very dangerous and probably not a good idea to try and fight it head on, unless you really outnumber it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think, like I said, the current plan is to get on board with a few strike teams, and then take over the AA guns, and then
Because you do have that the support that the Mechanicum can give you. You got a couple teams of Scutari, a team of tech priests, and you got a small fleet that can come to help.
Yeah.
Which, with the fleet that they can give you, which was 3 frigates and 5 raiders, that would be enough. That would probably be enough to take out the station and its defense fleet. But if it started getting attacked, they would probably draw all the rest of their guys to help, which would make it a much harder fight for the Mechanicum guys.
well, the idea is that we hit them really hard, really fast.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you went for an all-out assault, doable technically with the horse that you have. It wouldn't be easy, but you could do it. If you really wanted to try and go full element of surprise, you could just go in guns blazing and have a chance.
Nah, I like our current plan better. Of they need to send out their fleet to get
Yeah,
the
so
get the listening posts.
So that's obviously heads back to port, getting cosmetic repairs, and then waiting for the fake listening post to be ready.
And I tell the fabricators we don't need an actual listening post. The listening post is a distraction.
It's just because it's taking a couple of days to get ships there, get the information out. Well, they're not actually building a listening post.
Yeah, if they want, they could have a transport filled with a whole bunch of explosives or something.
Why would they blow up a ship? That's a relic of the machine god.
motherfucker.
Tech priests aren't sacrificing tech unless they really have to.
That's why I was so keen on getting the service go back.
Are we going to try to capture the big ship?
I mean, if they surrender, we have a frigate. I don't know if Holtz would trade the Blackstone for a frigate because it's not that much of a bit different. It loses a lot of maneuverability. It gets slightly more hull integrity.
Yeah, it gets more health. I think it has an extra gun slot.
Nope.
Can it ram better?
They have
Sator gets a ship?
Maybe. If we capture it, we'll see.
they have 2 dorsal guns and not a prow gun. That's what I think it has.
Yeah, so they're full broadside.
Yeah. So you can actually go broadside with a frigate.
Oh. Sator gets a ship, they need another navigator. Oh boy. What happened to Cal the thickest? Now we need who would be the thinnest?
Slim the thinnest.
Slim Shady.
There you go. Oh yeah, brother.
Well, I think
got
since
Slim Shady.
we do planning, this is probably a decent point to finish off.
Yeah.
We can figure out exactly what the plan's going to be in the week.
Is Balthazar still there?
Yeah,
Did he
Balthazar is
fuck
still
off?
there. Yeah, as the Chancellor said, seems to be doing some kind of meeting with the Fabricator.
Yeah, I mean, I just I didn't know if when I contacted the fabricator, Balthazar was there.
No, it's like he had his meeting and had left by that point, but he's still
Okay.
hanging for a couple of days. Well, like a day
Gotcha.
or two, unless you want to message him and like try and get him to help.
No, this is my shit. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
want
like,
him involved.
Because like his ship is big enough that it could like take on the base in like a one-on-one and probably come out on top.
It probably cost us some profit factor in this mission, though.
Nah,
Like,
this
he
is
was
my
free.
shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't help for free, but you could possibly get him if you wanted. But I don't think Holtz does.
Nope. This is my
It's
profit
my
factor.
Your profit factor.
Don't even talk to him. Just ignore him.
I mean, like, if we ride across each other, we'll like talk shit. Like, if he has like anything that he's like willing to trade or anything.
Yeah,
Like,
actually.
if there's any like, if there's anything like he's like marketing, like we're rogue traders, we do business. I'm not gonna like ignore him, but like, there's not anything that he wants to specifically talk to him
Yeah,
about.
he just some like pleasantries kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, fellow rogue trader. Well, I am also a rogue trader. Hello.
Basically, like, if there's any like business that we could do, like, you know, like if there's any goods that he came across that he's willing to sell or anything like that, that'd be interesting. But you know,
Having be the merchant from
Holtz
before.
What you buy?
yeah, Holtz
Yeah,
has
well,
no real reason to talk to him though.
Yeah. So you guys just exchange the standard greeting and not much else. Neither of you want to start the conversation, so not much happens.
So I'm assuming he doesn't have anything he's particularly interested in selling.
Not that he would like initiate with.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
if he's not like, hey, I want to buy stuff, then he might mention something, but he doesn't like ask you for.
Okay. Well, there's nothing I'm particular. I mean,
I say we end the session and maybe see what
Yeah.
we do, maybe planning.
Yeah, you always have that at the start of the next session.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Well,
glorious fate points.
Yeah,
The
you can
timing-
roll without a single fate point.
The timing is a little bit interesting because we did just get like a very end of stream raid from 3 viewers from Violet Return, so thank you very kindly for that. But
Hey,
yeah,
sorry.
we were around wrap up time. So this time we will actually say goodbye to the chat because I know that there are people there.
Sorry, guys, you kind of wasted your raid.
Now we'll redirect you to some more content, let's say. So who do I think you might enjoy? Oh, hey, one of the SR dudes is streaming fucking Fall Guys. That could be pretty good. Oh god damn it. The SR team. Oh yeah, multiple of the SR team are doing that. That's gonna be a shit show. I love it. Alright. So let's do this and hope that it works out. And thank you everyone for coming. It has been a lovely, lovely time.
Take care, y'all.
Yeah,
Peace
later,
out.
later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.